Fuck this fucking attitude too fucking much! Fuck! Game over, man. Game over. Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
No, you fool. We're following orders.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Go! I'm surrounded by assholes.
He's got him! Yeah! He's got him! Yeah! He's got him! Yeah!
Yeah, just roll them around and circle. Oh, I love it when you... Uh-oh, Slither. Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
The goddamn robot's down!
We'll settle this the old Navy way. First guy to die loses.
Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. I did warn people in my other in the show I was doing this morning. There we go. Whoa, hey, oh no, wrong video button. Wrong button. 3 days ago. Okay, so that 100 bits is from 3 days ago. We completed a level 4 hype train last Friday, so thank you very, very much. So, I did warn everybody on the show that I wasn't going to be doing the whole button-up shirt and tie today, just because I am sore. I fell. He's not here, Al. He's upstairs or wherever. I don't know. I don't have him. I got rid of the dog. I literally fell and almost busted my face, homie. I'm sorry. I can't say I got rid of him. I had Bitha.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
We'll get over to that in just a second. Hey,
I'm
Al,
a piece of shit. Good to KMO.
A good what? Wait, what? Hold on. Finish cleaning my glasses so I can read these messages. No tie, no peace. Yeah, you can kiss my ass. Prime, I'm a piece of shit. Good to know, says Saint Caesar. I don't even know what that means. No tie, no peace. Yeah, no, I here, buddy, come on. You can join me up here, but it's not here anymore, my friend. I'm sorry. I literally fell and tripped and hit my head. I can't do it, man. I can't do it anymore. It's a threat to my life. You can be up here in my lap and be part of the show. Thank you for 19 months. I'll ring the cowbell out in a bit when there isn't a cat in my lap. Same for continuing to smoke that. I'll do that when there isn't a cat in my lap. Digger saying, hiya, friends. YouTube is asshole. Chat box won't open. I'm sorry. Well, hey, Al says hello. Al says hello. He is not happy with me because, again, dog is not here. But the dog isn't here because like I said, I can't keep stepping over the damn thing. It's becoming a problem. So, Johnny Mofoing K. Yes, that would be me, I guess. I am Johnny Mofoing K. I thought I was just Johnny-krutches. That's no gays allowed in here speculating about shit That doesn't matter here. FAFO. Just a warning. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, dude. No idea what the fuck you're talking about. I would give my Prime Saturday, but wasn't ready. Well, it's fine. I bitch on Rumble, and suddenly the chat box opens. Well, I guess that's the way it works. It shows us that all you have to do is complain, and everything turns out fine. Good God, my hair is shit. I should have at least done my hair. I should have put the pomade or something in my hair. The hair is not good enough. I have to get a haircut. There's just too much of it. It's officially too much of a thing. You got rid of his sex toy. Wow, dude, that's cold. I couldn't have it down here anymore. I had Ivy's mom take it. How can you be so cruel? I don't know, because if I fall and I break my neck, there's no one to take care of the cat or do a show. I just simply couldn't have it down here anymore when he consistently leaves it in my way and I trip over it. I can't bend over to pick it up, and I can't keep tripping over it. So, I mean, if you're really upset about it, I guess too bad. It's not like I reached the decision lightly. I've been threatening to do it for years, and I finally said F it. I finally said F it when my head hit the space heater on the way down, and I went, you know what? Screw it. I mean, it's not that he F's it, it's that he leaves it literally in the middle of the floor where I have to walk. Like, I can't get around it. I got it. So, what's cold, and don't know if you are a fan, John, but the Elder Scrolls 4 remaster just got announced and is released on Game Pass. What's cold? I have no idea what you're talking about. As for, I don't really care. And thank you once again for the game updates that nobody asked for. Nice job last Friday with Patrick. I missed it live, but watched yesterday. Oh, I don't know what that was. Rusty grammar, but hey, Fanatical Bucks fan, way to go. I just put it on a pole and mount it in the corner. Well, that works for you. The cat, not so much. What are you doing, Tigra? What are you doing? Tigra. You know what? I'm really getting sick of cats right now. How about the cats leave the room for now? Anyways, that's that news. Al may be a little yowly today because a friend of his isn't here. Also, fun update. Streamlabs paid like $10, so we got to take that off the goal. And then freaking Twitch, with everything from Friday, Saturday, and Monday, put in a good $60. So now 60, 10, 70. We're all the way down to $35 on Tuesday the 29th. So we're going to go all the way till 3:30 with everything we have to talk about because we got nothing else to do. Hi, Johnny. Wonderful wang you got there. I mean, it's okay. It does well enough. Oof. The studio sponsor and me clash. I have got to sharpen those logos next time around. I gotta sharpen that shit up just a touch. Because it is not doing me right. It is not doing right. All right, hi, Lab. Yes, hey, Lab Glass. Good to see you. Good to see you, Lab Glass. All right, so I think we've got it all. Yeah, because like that color matches just a little too much. Almost too much. Hi there, Johnny. Hey, Susan. Good to see you. We've got everybody up on the chats. No, I'm not right now. No, what? Huh. Wild Saffron, I sent out invites to women too, but the ones I know are all busy being moms at that time. Right? You should have. You should come on sometime, Saffron. Hang out. I was on a stream last night. I was on Digger's stream. I did jump into that after I got done with my daughter. I took Easter Monday off just because I did a lot of stuff throughout the weekend and just decided it'd be easier. I was told by Aaron to take Monday morning off, so I was like, well, fuck it. If I'm going to have Monday morning off, I might as well take Monday evening off. So I did him both. and we nice little recoup day. Pretty good too. Honestly, yesterday wouldn't have worked just from the whole falling thing. That really messed up my world. I'm used to falling, but normally I catch myself and everything like that. This was not that, so it sucked. And like I said, as a result, we did vacate the dog because I can't. I can't do it. It just, if it wasn't where I have to cross the room every damn time. What? I have no idea. Why would you listen to Aaron? Aaron didn't tell me to take the day off. Aaron said I wasn't doing Monday, and so I decided not to do my show Monday as well. Okay. Anyways, would I have to join Discord? No. Not for the streams themselves, no. We're caught up with everybody. All right, let's go grab some of our first hour stuff. So we have a couple of crazy things to talk about. I'm trying to avoid political stuff just because after the lead up to the election, and then the election, and then the people who get butthurt about the election, and then the people who get butthurt about people being butthurt. It's a circle jerk of god dang it enough. So, I mean, we can cover stuff if there's something relevant, but most of the time we won't be. That being said, it's not like we don't have content to cover that is political. We have some content to cover that is political. We've got a story about some dick in L.A. cutting down trees. Gonna bitch about that. We've got a story about people here in my own state that is awfully interesting. We've got a Justin Bieber update, and I've got a weird Easter celebration, and we have to have a serious talk to my fellow potheads. So I feel like we'll do all of that. We'll get through all of that for the first hour. I feel like if we kill all that for the first hour, the other two will move pretty smoothly. And again, we are going until 4:30, thanks to our goal being knocked out this week and next into next week. So you guys are awesome. I hope you've all had fun on your Easter weekends. I don't mean to brag, and I have to do it now though before she gets home. So I set up a very nice little treasure hunt with the help of Ivy's mom. We got a bunch of little notes. We got sneaky about it this year. We didn't have the notes and the treasure hunt just available first thing in the morning, because then it'd be too likely that someone could figure out, hey, these assholes set it up before they went to bed. No. What we did is we waited for her to be distracted. I made all the notes, the clues, and planned the whole trail. And we made the reward the egg chair. So the egg chair was lit up, and that was the reward zone. And then we stashed the notes while she was in the bathroom. So she goes in to use the restroom. The notes and one of her prizes get stashed in the fridge and everywhere throughout the house. And then when she gets out of the bathroom, her mom tells her, hey, I think I heard some hopping in the living room. And so Ivy just thunderfoot runs in there, crazy as all hell. She gets there, she starts pulling apart the clues, racing through the house, chasing them, till she gets down to her reward zone. She was very, very happy. I got drunk and watched WrestleMania with a friend and had pizza and wings 8 hours long, never again. What was 8 hours long, WrestleMania? Or the pizza and wings were 8 hours long? Hard to say. Hi, wonderful. Hey, buddy. Gun talk. Yeah, we need to steer away from that. Gun talk gets pretty prevalent. There's a lot of gun people that hang out Monday nights on Digger's Monday night chatting with friends stream. I'm not a gun person. I am a gun paralist. I have seen them. I've held them. I've shot them. I don't have many feelings on them for or against. I really just don't care. So I watch an embarrassing amount of WrestleMania. All right, a lot of WrestleMania. 8 hours over 2 nights, but watched it in one day. That does seem like a lot. But I say that as someone who has marathoned entire anime shows, entire seasons in the course of a couple of days, just episode after episode after, just grinding through. But I mean, if you're eating pizza and wings the whole time, it could be rough. We slipped into my mom's Easter candy dish. It made Easter fun. I hope you're joking. That would be wrong to do, especially to children. All right, we got that. All those. So those are you guys' plans. You had fun times, good times, awesome. I have a video of someone who maybe didn't have such a good time. I hope this wasn't Easter Sunday, because if this was your Easter, that'd be shitty. Oh no, it's an ad. It's an ad for a show about a movie, about a game, about a thing that, by the way, if they have the audacity to go where the game did in season 2 or whatever, that'll be exciting. But I don't know. Either way, I wouldn't want to watch it. Oh, never mind. They apparently had to go there. They had to go there. If she's giving birth, then they definitely had to go there. And that is a lot.
A woman and 2 small children are lucky to be okay following a terrifying close call in New York that saw them avoid a violent manhole
New York
explosion by mere feet. This is what's left of the spot along the Poughkeepsie sidewalk where surveillance video showed the woman, who was walking with a small child while pushing a stroller, stepping over the manhole cover right
Did you say
before it
small
suddenly
child or
erupts in a blast of concrete.
Did you say small child or smile child? Why does it sound like you said smile child? She was walking with a smile child versus what? Versus what? A tantruming toddler? How about a poopy preschooler? Maybe a bare-assing baby? I mean, what smile child?
Sidewalk where surveillance video showed the woman, who was walking with a small child while pushing a stroller.
Dude, I'm not wrong. I heard smile child again. I heard smile child. Like, all right, so we're going to, like the Care Bears. Like, all right, we need Smile Bear. We need Apple Bear. We need Nappy Bear. We need, where did you get that Hair Bear? Did you finish Daredevil yet, good sir? I did. And let me just say, knowing the political leanings of Disney, I'm choosing to say they're putting a slant in there that I'm just like, all right, enough. It's not subtle and it sucks. But whatevs. My AVs were not good last night, but Oilers also. I have no what you're talking about. I heard smile too. See, Wild Saffron heard smile. Speaking of Oilers, I've got some news about the St. Louis Blues and their recent uptick in victories. We've got the inside scoop, and we'll drop it on you in a little bit here. Why the St. Louis Blues have been able, in the end of the season and now in the playoffs, been able to really kind of come from behind. We found out why. It is currently not illegal in the rules of the NHL. Although I would not be surprised if a rule change were to follow after this. Oh, the board of us is just as bad as the games. The board of us is just as bad as the games. I like moldy cheese, says MSO. I don't, honestly. I ate a sandwich for lunch with some Havarti, and I have to be honest, even though it was delicious Havarti cheese, I couldn't get the visual out of my, I wouldn't even do it if it was fun. Hoping your captain plays on Wednesday after like 2 years. Yeah, it might be nice to see. I want Oilers chick titties again. Oh, someone's pissed because the Oilers are doing well. I put my fucking tits out there. Like, yeah, dude. I think a few people might find that a little bad, just in general. But okay, so yes, this lady walking her kid. We have a bunch of different things to get into, including ripping on a commercial and other stuff here. So I don't want to dangle around on this one too long. So she was walking her kid. And that, for one, when you say manhole cover, I think of the circular ones. Am I the only one who thinks it? I think of the circular ones. I don't think of the squares. I don't think of the squares. My buddy Mighty is a huge AVs fan. Watched it with a bunch of the boys. Discord, a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a good time. I wasn't even there. I'm just mad Hawk Tua took over like 2 days after Oilers. Well, yeah, because King Kong Dong, she had no interest in being the next Hawk Tua. Like, Hawk Tua took over because Hawk Tua wants to be a thing. She wants to be a singer and a podcaster, and she didn't even have these desires before she found 15 Seconds of Fame. And now that she found her fame and she figured out what she wants to do with her life, she's going to chase that like crazy. Oilers girl, the great thing about her is she just threw her tits out there like it was Tuesday because she was going on with her life. And whatever her life is, she was getting right back to it. And there is also the possibility that, and God, I hope this isn't true, but there is the possibility that somebody mugged her because she had the audacity to point out the private places she goes to on the internet. Never do that. Used for electrical junction hubs. Well, this one was loaded with poo gas.
Left of the spot along the Poughkeepsie sidewalk, where surveillance video showed the
In
woman
Poughkeepsie.
walking with a small child while pushing a stroller, stepping over the manhole cover right before it suddenly erupts.
Okay, so after the manhole cover erupts, I have a
Firefighters say
question.
they
I
responded to find two
have a question. After the manhole cover erupts, was the child still a smile child, or was it maybe a frowny child, perhaps a crying kid?
manholes had blown on the block and say local buildings were evacuated due to high levels of carbon monoxide detected. Thankfully, officials say no injuries.
So you've got weird junction hubs just exploding in New York, and it's like, hey guys, it's all good. It's all good. Just two of these in the block, just boom.
Were reported from the incidents, but that sidewalk is certainly going to need some work.
Oh, you don't think? Really? You think it's gonna? Nah, it looked fine.
The Ninja.
I can't. The Ninja Crisper is $189, and if I had,
now you have
wait a
the
minute.
power of a full-size air fryer.
Wait a minute. So the whole idea is it's a full-size air fryer, but it's small and portable. What is wrong with people? How available does life need? Does anyone remember back in the day where you couldn't get deep-fried food unless you went out and you paid a lot of money to go somewhere where they had a fryer? Or you had to, you know, have the audacity to burn your own home down? Like, those things were things, and now it's like, oh, I got to be able to fucking have my deep-fried fucking buffalo wings on the go. I'd hate to go camping without my mozzarella sticks, you goddamn chud. Jesus. Jesus. What is wrong with you? Chicago Blackhawk Tuas. Oh my God, Magical 8 Ball. That's right. That's what she needs to do. She needs to move to Chicago. Hawk Tua girl needs to move to Chicago and needs to become the mascot for the hockey team, the Chicago Blackhawk Tuas. By the way, is that kind of insulting the Chicago Blackhawks? I mean, I don't know. You know what? We're just not going to bother. Why? Because it doesn't matter. What, are you going to change stuff? Talking out your ass on the internet on a fucking Tuesday. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right. Anyways, so we have plenty of other things. Soon they'll have explosive poo rivers like China. I'm worried about that. And quite frankly, it's in New York. You should be worried about that too. Because after, you know, when they blew up the ass end of New York, you know, I said nothing. Now they're blowing up the ass end of my town. Oh, damn, that was close. Yeah, it was, Wild Saffron. That smile child was almost a smile crater. The Blackhawks have been the worst team for 10 years now. Well, I was making a different joke, but you know what? It's fine. We'll leave it outside where it belongs. We have about a half hour left in the first hour, so we still have a bunch of stuff to get into in the first hour. We're going to be here until 4:30, so we hope you're all having a good time. If you enjoy yourselves, you can throw a little coin in the begging bowl, if you will, of Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal, all those. I will link those also. Our merch store is up and at it. Let's go there. Control-C. I'm wearing my hoodie. I fucking love my hoodie, by the way. Boom. And this will post in both of them anyway, so I don't really care to use my one post method for two channels. If it did all three, then I'd be like, you know what? Once as opposed to thrice, but twice as opposed to thrice, not really a big deal. Not really a big deal. So there we go there, and minimize so I can see the chats. And there we go there, pen. So we had a little bit of money come in on the Streamlabs from the merch store. So I don't know if it's like a month behind or it pays a certain amount of transactions on a certain point in the month. So either we're getting another payment in a month, or in the next couple of weeks we should get like 2 more payments, and then everything will be great. Rumor has it Johnny has a Black Ock. What's an ock? A black ock? No idea. No idea. That's Susan there that wears, that's because Minnesota. Oh, wow. I'm not taking any sides on any of those things. Anyways, we have a story about a Minnesota government employee or whatever. I don't know. We can get to that. We have a couple of things to do, so we should talk about a few of these. First, we're going to talk about this Justin Bieber at Coachella thing. I was covering a story about Bieber in Coachella, but he's been popping up on viral video clips. Apparently, he got like completely effed up at Coachella. Oh my Lord. Dude, so he's just lit up at Coachella. This would be fine if he was just like a famous person or whatever. Aren't you supposed to be one of the performers, sir? Is this like your best Eminem impersonation? What's with the hair, what the heck is he doing? Okay, so is he actually performing at Coachella or not? Because like all of these clips are just like a dude hanging out at a party, getting freaking lit and wasted. I don't understand. Why does anyone care? All right. So let's, you know what? I might not care now that I'm thinking about it. He's smoking mad weed. What's wrong? These clips are supposed to be him losing control. Someone needs to check up on Justin Bieber, man. Like, again, so I am not seeing check-up worthy clips. Justin Bieber off the drugs, being forced to dance to Not Like Us by some thugs at Coachella. This just looks painful. Like this just he looks like a prisoner. This looks like he's about to hold up a note and say they are taking very good care of me. Yeah, and they're also, this is the other thing, you got to tell me that he's having trouble or whatever. I need more than 8 seconds. Someone responsible, get him to a safe space. All right, where are we at now? Struggles. Oh no, the night did not get better. Oh dear Lord.
Honest, you're modest, I like it.
Wait a minute. Was he poop walking?
Honest.
Dude, I'm sorry. Can we finally, as a society, come together and say the holding your pants by your balls while you walk around in your boxer shorts is the ugliest and stupidest thing ever? Susan says he looks like he's getting ready for a Diddy freak off. It's funny that you mentioned that because we have a lot of theories on how Justin Bieber's life got this way. And quite frankly, this is the current leading theory.
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
None of this is going to age well for you, Puff.
You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed the Usher.
Dude, how much did you pay his mom to have custody of her son? That lady should feel bad. Get a belt, you fucking animal. King Kong Dong, He had a belt. It's what he was holding on to keep his pants from falling all the way down. That's the part that pisses me off. The look is you get a belt and you tighten your belt around your thighs, and then you run around holding on to the belt buckle, because if you let go of the belt buckle, your pants fall to your ankles, because you're literally skipping the part where the belt buckle and the belt were meant to keep your pants at your waist. Pants aren't meant to be worn just above the knees. I feel like anybody who likes that style of pants and dress really just wants someone to hit them in the butt as soon as possible. So much so that they need only but a small layer of boxer between them and the rest of the world before their booty hole be ready to accept whatever stranger shows up behind it. God knows I'd never do such a thing, but apparently it seems like it's a trend and it needs to stop. Johnny, just let them wear their pants like that. It makes them easier to arrest. Mr. Q, do you really think that those people are wearing their pants like that and committing crimes? No. They'd have their hands full of stuff and it would fall around. I get the idea, like, oh yeah, no. I see what you're saying. No. I've seen a lot of looting videos, not a whole lot of saggy pants looting videos. I gotta say, most of the looters and the robbers I've seen, they tend to keep their pants up over their waist. I can at least say this for people who choose lives of crime and thievery. They apparently understand how pants work. Justin Bieber and his flock, not so much. Not so much. Diamonds and Henna saying hi, Jonna. Hi, Diamonds and Henna. Good to see you. We're checking up on Justin Bieber. He made a bunch of viral videos of Coachella of him smoking way too much weed and being completely just bonzo. And we're coming back to, again, what people believe the source of the problem was.
Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Oh no, we're going crazy. You're just adding whatever you can to this. He didn't realize that the baby oil, what's all the baby oil for, P. Diddy? What's all the baby oil for?
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours?
Oh, never mind. That was the end of it. It still doesn't age well. No dad, that's the common problem. Alrighty. Digger saying hello to everybody. Hello, Digger. Good to see you. Boy, we have a lot to cover. Manhole explosion. We did Justin Bieber again. I don't know. I just don't feel good about it. I don't. I feel like there's a problem there. Diddy was his daddy for 2 days, right? And I believe that Coachella proves the damage is irrevocable, and he will never recover. I really need to get a haircut. This has got to be a thing. I got to get an appointment booked. This is officially the worst hair ever. Digger 419. Johnny's Walker, you're one off. It's Digger 420. But I think you know what you did there. I think you know what you did. Don't play coy. You know what you did. All right. Anyways, thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love seeing all you guys on all three channels. Thank you for being part of the program. Going until 4:30. So numbers are pretty good, which is nice. Nice. We're done with Bieber. Oh wait, was this more of that? I don't know.
Everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I don't want to do that one at all. We'll get to this one. Speaking of 420, there is something that happened in New York, in Washington Square Park, and I have to say, as a stoner, and I'm sorry if you don't agree with me, but it's a fact. It's true. We need to start confronting pot culture about this whole 420 thing. 420 was kind of cool when it was like you and your friends, and it was your code. It was whatever. This, like, everybody needs to do it. Let's go out and have a giant, massive, all of us imbibing stuff. Who knows who's what's what, or if it's tainted or split. Like, no. The whole thing about weed is that it makes everything better. So you don't need to have a weed celebration time because weed celebration time should be life. So let's just go to the... Oh my God, it's bad. We do? Because it's never gonna go away, man. I don't know who we're talking to. Johnny Stroller? Wait, what? Who's Johnny Stroller? Johnny's Walker? Diddy Digger. I don't understand. Bieber is turning into Aaron Carter. I certainly hope not. Didn't that go poorly for Aaron Carter being Aaron Carter? What's the definition of confused? 20 blind lesbians in a fish market. Oh, I am Walter. That is a horrible joke. You apologize. We do because we're never going to... Doesn't mind either. Diamonds and... Oh, that's right. Code TBF is a red 420 thing, but it was being ruined slowly. Well... In general, this is not okay. All right? We've got people wearing, like, hookah masks made out of giant water. Like, no. How important? You just got a code switch, man. My point is... When society has devolved to it's time to put the fucking weed down. Dude, all right, so all these guys are wearing, he's just breathing out of his. I gotta go back here a bit, though. Props to the patriotism. America, fuck yeah. This is Manhattan, New York, but I'm noticing a distinct lack of diversity. Are we including, why aren't we including more white people in these celebrations? Oh, that's right, because diversity is our strength. Oh my God. Dude. Oh my God. Yeah, oh my God is right. F these. Holy crap, we found Corey Adam. Oh my God. Fanatical Bucks fan, 420 comes every day, twice a day, even BFG. I have no idea. Tard gathering. Right? You should not, no, you should enjoy, look, enjoying marijuana is fine as an adult. As an adult, it's fine, but it's not good as a group of people together. It's like Minecraft. Enjoying Minecraft as an adult, as your own private hobby that you engage in by yourself is fine. It's not lame at all. But if you go to the movie, now we've kind of got, a tiger of a different stripe, so to speak. Aaron Carter had just had a son, too. That new dad pressure really messes with them. Oh, wait, what? Bucketheads. Holy smokes, they're going to be so high. I don't even know, like, at a certain point, you're going to be oversaturated. This is going to be wrong. This is gross, says Diamonds and Hannah. It did seem messed up. You guys are all sharing a closed circuit system. Means you're inhaling each other's spit and stuff, right? Sure? I'm sure that's a thing. King Kong Dong, none of the new peeps know Corey's had to say. That's fine. They don't need to. The bit got exactly what it needs to be the bit that it is. We said, oh, look, where in the world is Corey Adam? Boom, we hit it. Boom, we're moving on. I really hope he's coming to the show, the anniversary show. Digger, I do not appreciate being called out like this, okay? Playing Minecraft alone as an adult isn't weird at all, says the guy who still plays WoW religiously. It's totally different. One, those people are just building imaginary worlds in the dirt, punching trees to make an axe or something, right? Like, I made a character and it's been the same guy doing, it's not the same. It is not the same, you dick. You dick. All right. Maybe it is. You know what I know? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I do know we have a lot of other stuff to get through. Time's slipping away. We are going till 4:30 because we are into next week. So all week this week, we're doing full shows. Taking it to the hilt. All right, so that was, again, hundreds of people gathering for Easter celebration. I know that is how if you're a religious figure on the 20th of April, or was it? No, 420. That's the thing with the Saturday. So the Lord was resurrected on a day based on the time. So like his crucifixion didn't happen in an actual time. It's just, I don't understand. It's weird. It's weird. Holy shit, J-Bro, we missed you, dog. Oh, J-Bro here. Good to see you. Good to see you. I gave up live chats for Lent. Did I miss anything? Not really. We're good. King Kong Dog, you're right. Minecraft has been around less time than WoW, so you've been lame for longer. Actually, they've been around a similar amount of time. It's not really, I mean, so close that it doesn't even matter. And whoa. Again, Minecraft is way lamer than World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft, you're just one person living out your world, living out your fantasy, doing whatever. Minecraft, you like have to make everything and build everything and mine stuff to make. I've played both games, ironically enough. My daughter really, you know what? All right? All right? That's what we're doing. No, we made it up. Made up what? Aaron Carter? No. All right. Okay, so we got a couple of other stories to do. The Florida residence one might be fun. We could do that after we do that one. So we'll go to this one first. Everybody who's watched this show knows I love a good segment on, if I could put it into perfect context, I would say a good segment on
The goddamn robots, John!
Well, in our continuing segment,
The goddamn robots, John!
We have robots racing against humans for the first time in Beijing. This is a minute long. We are going to see the world's first robot athlete compete against a human in Beijing. So just when trans women thought they could finally get a leg up, now they've got to be able to compete against a robot. Ha ha ha. There's no amount of genetic testosterone advantage in the world that'll help you solve that servo dilemma. Let's go and see the action told on the tape. All right, is that robot running or trying not to take a shit? Honestly, that's not running. That's a poopy trot. That's a woo, tight butt, tight butt, tight butt. All right, the robot's going. The robot. This is not very impressive. In fact, it looks like a toddler. He's not even really running. They aren't even trying. Don't hand him an easy win. He'll get one later. You killed him! Oh my God, you killed him! He was doing everything you asked, and you murdered him because he didn't get the gold. You greedy dick! Oh. Oh, man. Fanatical Bucks fan, the calendar is supposed to be 13 months, not according to the Mayans, who, as we all know, are deeply Catholic. So I can't see why the Catholic religion didn't plan for that. Strange. Brian the Science, have we seen? Oh, Brian the Science. Hi, everyone. Good to see you, Brian the Science. Deactivate now, or I will deactivate use is falling great. Let's go watch that again. Like, I feel like he touched him and he short-circuited the robot. Like, this dude's just pumping iron because that's like 50% of what he's made of. Oh, you killed him. Oh, yeah, he's done. He is done. The lights are out. Oh, nope. Guys, they made the robot look kind of like a Gundam. I don't know if you know this or not. This is in Beijing. Unless this team is from Japan, that is a huge amount of copyright infringement that you do not culturally own. And completely lost control, crash to the railing. Oh no! Oh no! Not robot mannequin. The machines then participated in an award ceremony. Yeah, dude. No, they did not. No, they did not. None of them opened a champagne bottle. They were powered down the whole time. China has one of the world's leading robotic sectors. I mean, yeah, nice and vague there. China has one of the world's leading robotic sectors. So does America, and so does who's the other one? Like, was it Finland or some shit? Somewhere over there. There's a couple different places. Fauci told me to trust the science, therefore I must trust Brian. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but Fauci is in love with Brian. Brian is the science. So I guess there's that. All right, that is the first. Oh, we have the whole race? Is this just a straight race and not like a promo video? Okay, so the people are racing through the gate. This robot not even keeping up with the pack. Quite frankly, a highway full of people moving at a better pace. That's cheating. That robot better able to power squat his way to the right. You shouldn't be holding him up. That's cheating. Cheating. Let's see him run without the backpack straps. That's all I'm saying. Why does he have boxing gloves on? Are you expecting him to have to punch somebody out at the end? Again, you're running like you have shit in your pants. You're running like at any minute there's just a big old brick that's going to fall out. You are actually starting to overtake the other people. Although there is a lot more room for you to move, so it is hard to say. Good news is those robots run like Johnny. Fuck you, Brian. They run better than I do. But more importantly, that robot was beaten by only about 300 to 400 Chinese people in the time that it took him to run that lap. T. Jefferson, Johnny is faster. I used to be in my prime. That ain't the case anymore. All right, do we have anything else? No, that looks like another clip. It seems like all the clips are the same.
He is risen.
All right, yep, nope. I'm not doing that for him. We're letting that one go. We're letting that one go. I want a robot to carry Johnny like Master Blaster, says J-Bro. Why do you get to make these demands and not me? Shouldn't I get to decide if I want a robot to carry me? I feel like if you want a robot to carry me versus whether I do, I feel like I should get the say in the matter. It shouldn't be up to you. Like, if I don't want the robot, then there's no robot. Like, that's how saggers run, says Atomic Ray. MSO, but can it core an apple? I have no idea. What's the definition? All right, we're caught up with the chats. All right, we're going till 4:30, which means we've only got 2.5 hours left in the program. Thank you for being here. Talking about a lot of different stuff. Almost done with the first hour. So we'll have to get going into that second hour stuff, which, some fun things for there. Brian the Science, minor allergic reaction, so nothing to worry about. Just some tummy troubles. That sucks, bud. What? I French kissed Fauci. Okay. Had contained blue cheese. The science is having minor allergic reaction. Oh, dear Lord. I love this show. It reminds me at least once a month, Skynet and Judgment Day are in the near future. You're welcome, King Kong Dong. It is a part of the ongoing segment that I do call
The goddamn robots, John!
I'm gonna have to come up with a title card for that. The goddamn robots, John. The goddamn robots, John. Just throw that thing on there. Okay. From robots to real life, we have people using technology to warn them of real dangers that Mother Nature created. I have no idea. Be sure to check the ring feed before opening the door, especially if you live in Florida. Okay. Okay. 30 seconds. 30-second video. 30-second video to check the door on the Ring feed. Boop. Oh, wrong button. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. Kind of like a hippo. What is that? Was that an aardvark? What, a UPS guy covered in mud? Let's. Oh, that's a. Oh my God, dude! Why was it climbing up against the door? Why did it climb up against the door? That thing started up against the doorbell cam like it knew it was there. Like, hey guys, if we ring this doorbell and we cover the camera, we can get in and eat the people. What the hell? Are the alligators or crocodiles or whatever these things are in Florida getting smarter? And my voice won't stop cracking. Dude, welcome to my world. Brian, it sounds like you're in the early stages of death. I'd get that checked out. It hasn't gotten any worse in the last 30 minutes. I'm probably fine. Like, I don't know. Aw, Cayman. Really? So he's just hissing at stuff? His friend's just... Is that even real? His friend doesn't even look real. His friend looks fake. What are you trying to climb? I think it's like, what the? Gators' lives matter. Dude, Gators' lives matter. Gator's gonna kill somebody. I took Zyrtec or whatever it's called. My coworker gave it to me. Well, I'm sure you're fine. What is that for stuff? I don't know. Do they use that for allergic reactions? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Let's go back here and go over there. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love seeing all of you guys. We're going till 4:30. We've covered almost all of our first hour stuff, so we're just about done with that. And wow, still going up on the number. The numbers are the numbers. Florida, I'm never moving there. I'm sorry. It might be nice. The weather might be great. Then Johnny, what? I'd make those gators into a nice pair of cowboy boots, then Johnny can sell the meat. Why would I sell the meat? I don't sell meat. These horrible rumors need to cease. These meat sale rumors need to end. There is no meat for sale. There is no meat for sale. Pythons up the toilet? Dude, yeah, it just sounds like a shitty place to live. Snakes constantly coming in your plumbing or fucking trying to bang down your door? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to be fine. I'll be just fine here in the frozen north. Actually, it was Halloween, and those were cats. Those don't look like cats, Magic 8 Ball. Those look distinctly not like cats. I've seen a few cats in my day. I dare to say that those did not look like cats. Those did not look like cats. From one place I wouldn't want to live because of the wildlife to another place I wouldn't want to live because of the wildlife. Only the wildlife here are people. This is about L.A. Somebody decided to be a dick in L.A. and cut down a shit ton of trees. Do we have... Please tell me that we have the video story and not... Yes. Yeah, because I'm not doing no stupid freaking rip and read. Listen, I was raised in South Florida, and I'm totally normal. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know if you realize you're not a good advocate for that. Brian the Science with a YouTube clip. Let's go to this quick. How to tell if alligators in water in Louisiana. Okay. Let's get to this. How to tell if alligators are in the water in Louisiana.
All right. So, a little fishing 101 today, yo. Because a lot of people been saying, Queen, how you know they got gators in that water? I really want to come fishing with you, but I'm afraid they got gators in that water. What if they got gators? Like, what if the gators come up to the boat? What if, whatever. They just want to know if they got
If they come up to the boot, well, if they come up to your boot, I mean, you could step on them. If they come up to the boot, but most gators are much bigger than that. They'll come up much higher than your boot.
gators in the water. Well, I'm in Louisiana, baby. So let me tell you something. This how
Really? Between that and the accent, I almost thought we were dealing with patois. I don't know what's going on. Gators in the water.
you go find out if they got gator in that water. It's just a little fishing 101 from me to you. All right? Remember, I told you. Hold on.
Who are you again?
Let me show you how you can tell they got gator in that water. So you go come down a little more. Come on down to the water, you know. Any body of water, it don't matter which body of water it is, you just go to that body of water, and this how you go know.
All right, let's just be clear about one thing before you reach into that water. It looks dirty as shit. All right, no offense. I don't care if there's gators in there or not. I would never touch that stuff. That stuff looks like the slurry that, you know, single-celled organisms crawled out of. Shade for Day saying, I love a solid Cajun accent. That's a Cajun accent? That sheboon is more dangerous than any gator. Is that a term? I don't know if that's a, did I say a, I don't know.
Water like that, and you pick up some and you do like that. If that water wet, it's got gators in it. That's how you know they got gators in it.
I was waiting to hear how we got to find out if there were gators in there. Yes, Johnny, that's a slur. I didn't know that. Please don't put those in my chat. Good God. Johnny, the South water looks like mud holes compared to Minnesota lakes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, I really wasn't expecting her to do this.
Gators in it. That's how you know they got gators in that water in Louisiana. Remember, the fishing queen herself told you how to find.
If the water feels wet. All right, if the water feels wet. She's not lying. Same for Florida. Did she say if the water is wet, the gators are in there? Yeah. Yeah, she did. Here, look. Well, if you don't believe me, here, we'll go back. We'll go back a little bit right here. We're still full screened on this. Yes, we are. All right, boom. There we go. And here we go.
You go know. You grab that water like that, and you pick up some and you do like that.
They pick it up, do it like that.
If that water wet, it's got gators in it. That's how you know they got gators in that water in Louisiana. Remember, the fishing queen herself told you how to find out. You want me to show you one more time? Let me show you one more time. That way you can get the concept. Come close. Come close. You put your hand in that water, you pick up something like that, and you do like that. If that water wet, it's got gator. Love you. Bye.
If the water's wet, it's got gators. King Kong Dong saying Landers must be in love. I actually haven't seen Landers in the Rumble chat today. I'm almost worried. I hope he's doing well. Magic 8 Ball in Florida, you treat any water like a loaded gun. I didn't vote for the fishing queen. I think she might be a usurper. Well, I don't know if you vote. Do you usually vote for kings and queens? Usually they claim their title. Johnny, I hope you liked the vid. The video was very funny. I did enjoy the video. And I'm glad I got to it before we moved on to the other story, because then it wouldn't make as much sense. Would not make as much sense. Now, I'm not a big fan of California. In fact, I would say it's probably one of my least liked places for, like, just in general because of the politics and stuff. But it always seemed like a lovely area. And regardless of whether or not I cared about the people or the place, this seems like a dick move.
In downtown LA, several trees are carelessly cut down overnight, and no one seems to know who's behind it.
The senseless destruction is causing many people to turn to social media to voice their disappointment. The vandals targeted trees lining Grand Avenue. Now the city and the LAPD are trying to determine who did it and why. KTLA's Rachel Menitoff is live in downtown LA with more tonight. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Karine. Hi, Carlos. Many downtown LA residents are understandably.
If you're just joining us and wondering what they're talking about the vandals have gone from first it was the looting and the rioting, and then there was like the burning, and then like the forest fires kind of got that out of everybody's system. So I guess like a lot of pent up animosity has now led to them just cutting down fucking trees. They're just going like, what, every couple of feet, just cut. And of course, they did this with a chainsaw, a very subtle method that very few people could figure out because, you know, you don't hear a chainsaw for miles around. You have no leads, no suspects in the great whodunit cutting down freaking blocks full of trees caper.
Frustrated and upset by this. Their main question is, how does someone with an axe or a chainsaw chopping down trees go undetected? They're hoping that a lot of the surveillance
you're what here. They're hoping a lot of the surveillance camera footage will give that. Here's another way it happens, and I'm sure you guys in California have never ever done this. I didn't see nothing. I'm sure all of your witnesses won't come forward like usual.
Cameras in this area provide some more answers. Whoever uprooted half a dozen or so shade trees in downtown.
They didn't uproot them. They flat out chopped them down.
Downtown LA is literally barking up the wrong tree.
Oh, go F yourself. All the sympathy I had left for LA is gone now just because of this stupid fucking pander. Oh, it's barking up the wrong tree. Well, I got news for you. There's no tree to bark up because they cut it down.
Ask almost anyone online.
You know what? I understand. You couldn't come up with a better pun. You were stumped. You know what, news lady? Make like a tree and leave.
Disheartened residents and Angelenos at large are commenting on socials, letting the city know of their dismay.
Horrible. Trees are life. Right. And I'm sure all of you guys that are so dismayed, I'm sure if you heard this going on, would have immediately gotten up and done something. Immediately.
In a post on Reddit,
Johnny, you could say the community was uprooted. No, she said the community was uprooted. I said the community was cut down. You know what? The problem is we're enjoying the wordplay too much. We can't see the forest through the trees.
User noted the areas impacted seem to be on Grand Avenue between First and Wilshire.
There's constantly things going on in the city, and I just don't understand how trees can get chainsawed down overnight throughout downtown LA and not.
Oh, I don't know. If you continually pander to groups of people who go, I need to be acknowledged, recognized, and propped up no matter what. And if you turn a blind eye to crime well, look, we could keep stacking all of the things that your community has done systemically over the last 10 to 15 years that maybe, I don't know, encourages vigilante tree behavior. Again, somebody had so much of a problem with these trees or something related to them that they went just tree to tree chopping it down. The squirrels in the community want you to know that that's nuts.
Have any sort of inkling on who did it.
This is on Grand right before you get down to 5th.
Media Musave is the creator of the Instagram page DTLA Insiders. He first spotted the hacked trees and took his questions to his thousands of followers.
It seems suspicious, like maliciously done, and it was all over from Chinatown. We have it on the Grand Arts Corridor, 3 of them right above this. We have this, Olympic Hope, across from Hotel Figueroa, so it's everywhere.
Slowly but surely, the city began noticing the bizarre phenomenon and promises action. The mayor says public works crews are assessing the damage and will be making
phenomenon. Phenomenon? Really? You've just got some dude going around chopping down trees and you just can't figure out who the f it is. Really? I guess trees' lives don't matter. So, no security cameras. Right, they're hoping the security camera footage will be of some use. We haven't heard of whether or not it is yet.
Plans to quickly replace the downed trees. Teresa Y. Hillary has lived in South Park for 20 years. Like many online, she too hopes law enforcement can find the person behind the destruction.
And we're trying to just really advocate for the community, say that we are a residential community.
Just remember, though, when you find the person responsible for the destruction, you can't be too violent on them or too hard on them, because these are just people who are experiencing, a difficulty with the system. These are people who have been abandoned and disenfranchised. These are people who haven't had tree privilege their whole life, and they don't know how to behave with it. So we have to understand that there is going to be a little bit of a growing pains, perhaps maybe a slap on the wrist, maybe a little revolving door policy around the tree butcher, and we can just shoot this one right out. I install an LED ball light. See if you can attract more. What? Now I have to know what you people are talking about. I had a toad in my turlet once. Didn't realize it until after I took a... Must have hopped down the... Oh, dude. I don't want... No. Toads love to... God. Lord. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord.
We deserve trees. We deserve, a nice place to live. And then you see something so random and senseless as this. It's hard to wrap your mind around it.
Wait a minute. It's such beautiful trees and a beautiful place to live, and then you see something as random and senseless as this. This is the first thing in LA that you've seen that's random and senseless, and it's hard to wrap your mind around. You haven't been to, I don't know, Pride? I mean, if you want. I bet it's global warming assholes caused. They're so stupid. Oh, I bet it's some global warming assholes. Yeah, that is a fun thing. When global warming is a threat and you don't respond, they're like, hey, you know that thing that's dangerous? Yeah, we're cutting down too many trees. It's going to destroy us. Yeah, I don't think it's a threat. Well, then I'm going to cut down all your trees. I don't see how that's a win for you. Johnny, I told a spam caller I already had my funeral and cremation services taken care of with a glass chamber. They called me insensitive. With a gas chamber. They called me insensitive. Yeah, I don't understand King Kong Dog. I also don't really care, but good for you, I guess. She's kind of cute. What else do you have for us? Anything? Let me guess. Do you say let's leave no clues to follow? Sorry, I couldn't. I had to do one more leave joke.
And we also heard from LAPD today. It says it's opening up its own investigation into the culprit. We're live downtown. I'm Rachel Menitoff. I'll send it back to both of you in studio.
Rachel, thank you.
This is Pat Lebo.
Fuck off, Rachel. You guys aren't going to get dick done about it. And now I have to do this because your stupid news page is a dumbass. Stupid news page is dick. Rusty Grammar, LMFO. It was a real toadstool. Oh, I don't want to do that. Conspiracy theory. The trees was removed in a crime wave to set up solar panels in their place, says Saint Aaron. Well, they supposedly are replacing the trees themselves. The trees themselves don't do much of anything. They are entirely there for people just to appreciate looking at, because they don't do much of anything. Their lives are so constrained. They're forced to stay so small. It's not going to accomplish anything. Their roots can't really get down into where they need to be. That poor bastard's never going to be okay. More like Rachel Whack Me. Wow. King Kong Dong is really just on one today. Wow. Why is the chat box here not? Yeah, it was not. Okay. Okay, caught up with all the chats there. I'm on a high today, my bad. Yeah, it's just everything you type is in the chat on the screen. Like, I can ignore stuff, but it's on the screen. It's a little different. Might help. Alrighty, we have 2.5 hours left in the program. We still have 2 stories left from the first hour. We just have one. I apologize. because that's the dozens of trees we just covered. So this one is the last thing to talk about from the first hour. The following footage that I'm about to play for you was taken in Minneapolis. And for full context, the Minneapolis Police Department, is now kind of really going out after the as they call it, far left DA Mary Moriarty for declining to charge a Minnesota government employee who caused $20,000 in damages to Teslas. There's a whole big PR thing. Pretty much the cops just saying they don't like seeing their police cases go unpunished, which I'd be like, interesting time to pick that tack. But anyways, let's go look at this. This is the police footage. The footage the police gathered. And keep in mind, the DA doesn't want to take this case forward because it's a government employee. Because again, it's a government employee with a particular affiliate. Again, you don't really want to admit that you guys are the violent ones. All right. You guys have been sitting there screaming, pointing the other guys are the violent ones, and now you guys are all the ones doing the violent stuff. Okay. So just coming up to the Tesla and just keying on it. This is, again, a Minnesota. What a fucking chode. Really? Really, buddy? You just decide to key on someone's car because you don't like their political leanings. And it's not even that, actually. I'm speaking. You're keying someone's car because it goes back to someone who you don't like's political leanings. This is such a horrible way to be. Of course, it's some liberal white douchebag from Minneapolis. Oh yeah, I'm just keying his car. Can't resist a good chance to key the car. And again, the problem I have with this isn't that this person did this and is getting away with it, is the fact that the evidence is so obvious and we have the person hook, line, and sinker, and the DA isn't prosecuting. I feel like we need to start being able to holding government officials accountable for not doing their job. When you get elected as a DA and you don't prosecute cases on behalf of the state, I feel like we should probably, not let you be DA anymore. The trees don't belong in a city. That's right, I'm a treecist, but logical, the tree you see in the height is what is in the ground. All of those roots have been growing against all that cement. Right. It's horrible. It's not a good life for the trees. Is that the same car? Maybe he's got a hard-on for the owner. No, it's several cars. I bet he felt like a huge badass when he was doing it. Probably feels like even more of a badass now because he's not getting charged with anything. I can't stand these people. These Tesla vandals, none of them ever face the owners. And on the rare chance we see a video of them facing the owners, they're so sorry. They're so upset. I'm so understanding. No, you're not. You're a piece of shit and you won't own up to it. This is the part that bothers me. These are the same people that tell you that they're better than everybody else because I believe in X, Y, and Z. No. You're a piece of crap like everyone else. You just have your own beliefs and you let that justify what you do. The same way the people down the street did the same thing, but you demonized them while you extolled yourself. So I'm sorry, my friend. You are a hippo fucking crit. Oh, Jesus. Does it need to be so chirpy loud? Just coming out and keying cars. I'm going to key this car some more. Again, not because he knows the owners, not because the owners have done anything to him. In fact, he and the owners probably agree on a lot of the same political viewpoints and beliefs. The problem is he has a real hard-on for Elon Musk and he can't do anything about it. So as opposed to being just as inept as he is in the rest of his life, he'd key a car while nobody was looking. Because he thought he'd get away with it without a crime. And right now he is. Right now he's right. He's getting away with it. I don't want him to get away with it. It looks bad on the state that I live in. I want this asshole held to the highest extreme of the law. I want this person held biblically accountable. I want every one of the owners to walk up and key him or his car. King Kong Dog says, only if Tesla owners owned firearms, right? Digger, biblically accountable. Right? I love that phrase. I'm not even religious, but I love saying biblically accountable. It sounds nice. It sounds like it has gravitas. It sounds like you're going a touch too far. And I feel like if we're going to get this crap back down to shoe level, we got to cut it off at the quick, hitting it hard and fast with one overreaction. You know what I mean? One blatant overreaction. And then the rest of them will be like, whoa, maybe we knock this shit off a little bit. Is this the Tim Walz worker? Probably. I don't know. I just know he's a government employee. I know he's a government employee, and the liberal left Democratic DA, Mary Moriarty, is not charging him. And in fact, I am going to repeat the information that's in this this Twitter thing here. The police provided evidence of 33-year-old Dylan Brian Adams. Oh my God. Dude, if you're Brian Adams, you should sue that guy's parents for stealing your name. Dylan Brian Adams of committing multiple felonies. However, Moriarty declined to charge him. I believe she cited a lack of evidence, meaning, again, like, dude, what more evidence do you need that it's all political and they don't give a crap about you? Oh yeah, no, we're the party of the people and we have to be in charge. Otherwise, and even when we're in charge, we got to really keep an eye on these guys because they're gonna get violent. Right? You guys aren't in charge anymore. Well, then I guess it's time to start burning down each other's cars. You're hurting your own friends. Why? Why? Go Old Testament, eye for an eye. Key his car. $20,000 in damage. Do you realize if someone gave me $20,000 right now, that'd be almost life-changing for me? Almost life-changing. It would be very, very life-altering. Almost life-changing. Yet this asshole was able to cause $20,000 in damages. And he can't be held accountable. But yeah, Sater, I don't think you're gonna get that. I can understand where you want to go that way. We are only getting into our second hour stuff, which is good because it is just into the second hour. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Love seeing all the big numbers. It's nice seeing all the people on all the channels. I have to start growing the show even more. There's all of those. Let's clear out the first hour stuff. And here we go. We have a couple of things. Where's the one that I was doing this? What? It's got to be this one. It's got to be that one. All right. And then boom. Oh, yeah. Our second hour might get hung up for a little bit. We're going to talk about something that I didn't know was a thing. And it might end up, and we're going to rip on a TurboTax commercial because I love ripping on commercials. So we'll do that. We've got a really weird story about an Uber driver and, yeah, just good times. Parents being desperate in general. So we got a lot of fun stuff for the second hour. Hope you are enjoying yourselves. If you want to throw us a little something for the effort, you have the Twitch, the Venmo, the PayPal, the Streamlabs. Let's make a quick check here, make sure we're not missing anybody. I don't believe so, but you never know. The minute I open, you always do that. Always gets me nervous because half the time it's nothing, and then once in a while, like I just said that, and look, I'm going to be full of shit now, aren't I? $5. I don't know if I'm supposed to read who that's from, but thank you for the $5. Let's take another $5 off of that. Now we're at $30 for the 29th. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so interim manager at the Vatican. We've got that. We have... Has anyone else ever heard of a thing called Hobby Horse Championships? Has anyone else ever heard of a thing called a hobby horse? Is that a thing? Does anyone know what a hobby horse is? Because if not, I've got some scary footage for you. $20K, you know how much fentanyl that can buy? No, I don't, Saint Laurent. Never touch this stuff. Never touch this stuff. Never touch this stuff. And Mr. Q, you mentioned Tim Wall's worker earlier. I have no idea about that, but I do have a thing that his daughter posted for the end of the first hour. Just literally the dumbest. Again, talk about people who just take people that they think other people idolize, respect, or care about, and just go, this person, today and age, this person would be this. And it's like, but would they, though? But would they, though? Oh, no, that hobby horsing, it's almost as bad as college kids who play Quidditch. All right, so we've got a stick horse, T. Jefferson, and apparently I'm the one, stuffed horse head on a stick. Apparently I'm the only one who didn't know about this shit. Yes, I seen it. It's nuts, says St. RN. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. He's gay. That's why they aren't prosecuted. Well, I don't know anything about that. Yes, I know what a hobby horse is because I'm friggin' old. I've got footage that'll make you feel less old about hobby horsing. I gave up dick sucking for Lent. I made it 1.5 hours before I realized Lent is way too long, says Labglass. That sounds like you have a problem, sir. Sounds like you have a problem. All right, so we'll get into the hobby horsing thing in a bit. It might not be as big as I thought. Now that apparently it's not as it's not as much of a surprise to a lot of you guys. I should have realized this is the wrong crowd to be like, hey, I got something weird, and they'll be like, whoa, no, I knew all about that.
Would you like some cheese on top?
I don't even know why, but thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you very much. Brian, I'm starting to feel better after taking the meds, but now I'm tired. Why? Why would you do such a thing? There's utterly no reason for such behavior. And we're not even close to a hype train, but thank you for the 200 bits over on Rumble. T. Jefferson saying hobby horses used to be very common.
Ring, banana phone.
Why is the banana phone so low? It's like it's ringing on my dick. That's not okay. That's wrong. I feel violated by a fruit. Anyways, hobby horse used to be very common. I bet money Aaron knows what they are. I didn't know what they were. I didn't know. That's not weird. I will show you weird. It wasn't a challenge. It was not a challenge, Mr. Q. It was not a challenge. Plus, you don't know what I have for you. You just know that it's hobby horse related. And that's but one of many things. Okay? Okay? Look, we all know what a hobby horse is, okay? A hobby horse is a horse you take to your hobbies, okay? In fact, some would say making that horse and getting it to eat a carrot is your hobby, okay? All right, Digger found a new one.
Rock on, freaky bro. Yeah. Whoa.
Digger 420 found a few new workers for the farm. They're good on. I have no idea what you're talking about, King Kong Dong. I heard a rider was disqualified from hobby horse due to putting a vibrating piece on the stick, says Saint. Well, that will be a problem. You know what? We brought this up. Let's go through this quick and then get to the next thing. There's apparently an interim pope, and his name is Kevin. Pope Francis passed away. The Catholic Church does not have a lot of time to mourn his passing. The gathering of the cardinals for the papal conclave has to happen in the next 15 to 20 days.
No.
Where the cardinals of the papal conclave cast their votes until a majority selects the next pope. Until then, the Camerlengo is in charge of the Vatican. And that happens to be a dude from Dublin named Kevin. We've got a guy from Dublin named Kevin. Oh, my dear Lord. Let's just open the image in new tab. Let's just, guys, until we get a new one, this is our Pope.
You want to see me, Parker?
Pope Kevin. Thank you for the 400 bits, 500 bits and 50 bits with the 550 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 450. Not 5. I can't count. I heard a writer. Yep, we covered that. If anyone else wants to throw in, and PayPal now is the time if you want to get that hype train thing going and happening. I have no idea. He will be named Pope Peter. What do you mean he'll be named Pope Peter? I want Pope Kevin. Screw that. I want Pope Kevin. I want Pope Kevin. None of this Peter, Mary, Martha, Arthur, Tyler, Moore, whatever bullshit. I want Pope Kevin. We deserve, after the world we've had, we deserve something calm, something not water, not boat rocking, just a nice, lukewarm, middle of the field Kevin. You know what I mean? Just not a like, hey, the Old Testament God is back with a vengeance. Not like, oh, everybody under the sun is welcome. Just a nice middle of the, well, keep it out of your butt, because he doesn't like that sort of thing. Kevin, that's what we're looking for. King Kong Dong, not Pope Kevin the Child Diddler. That's totally something else, and no. In fact, I want someone distinctly not child diddlery. I want someone distinctly not that way. Not like, hey, I'm going to decide who you need to love. More just like, look, the rules on people and fornication pretty clear in the Bible. Boom, what do you want to do about it? I'm Pope Kevin. Oh, that's what I want. That's what I'm saying I want with Pope Kevin. If Pope Kevin goes any level higher than that, it's wrong. It's not what we signed up for. T. Jefferson, good to see you. Good to see everybody on all 3 channels. We are going until 4:30, which means we have 2 hours left. I don't even know why I'm yawning. If I'm honest, I have no idea. Oh, I'm going to need a nap. See, King Kong Dong, why you got to make it sad? Why you got to make it sad? You mentioned earlier you were on one today. Maybe we need to time you out for just like 12 hours. Just like 12 hours. T. Jefferson Pool Scheme Sam. Irony of the Jesuit rainbow and Pope dying day after the celebration of his resurrection. I don't know. I'm out of bits now. It should have been 550. Oh, wait, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're right. It's 550. It's 550. You're absolutely right. Lab class 550. I apologize for miscounting. It's 5:50, which means there's like 2 minutes left for someone else to get in on that and launch a hype train. Otherwise, we won't do it. All the Catholic priests freak me out, Johnny. That's fine. I'm just saying it's okay for you to be freaked out. It's okay to be scared. It's also okay to hope for the best of Pope Kevin. My opinion, abandon all religion. Look, I'm not saying you need to keep or abandon religion. I'm just saying, can't we, as a society, gather around the idea that the world could heal just a little bit if we had Pope Kevin or Pope Ted? It's Pope Ted. Hey, I went and got my sins forgiven by Pope Ted. Been feeling a lot better now since I talked to Pope Ted. Honestly, emo Pope Ted. My opinion, Pope Stan, and I'm in. Pope Stan could work. Pope Stan the man. He comes from the country of Popistan. Pope Stan. All right, so there we go. That's that. So Pope Kevin is the interim pope. This, I don't even know if I want to keep the audio. We might pull the audio down for a little bit. I have the audio incredibly low. And I'm hitting play, and I'm going to, again, why do you guys got to take it there? I understand there's a history. And I'm not saying we ignore the past. I'm just saying, why can't we hope for better in the future? Why can't we hope that there's just less diddling? What is that? What the hell is that? Thank you for the 100 bits in the creepiest fashion imaginable. What the hell is that? That is officially the creepiest sticker, both in motion and it's stretching in weird ways, and the sound was disconcerting. I don't know how to feel. Please don't. It's like it's humping my head. I suppose Pope Maury might not be popular. Pope Maury Popovich is not popular, actually. We did propose Pope Murray Popovich. The history hasn't been learned from, so it will keep repeating. I mean, we can all just go that way with it. Nice, a turtle sex sticker, says Ryan Dirty Llama. It's a turtle. Yeah, it's a turtle. I fucking hate you. I don't even know where this is from, and it's making me incredibly uncomfortable. I'm getting turtle face effed, and it's not okay, okay? That's the noise they make. Ask Jimmy. I don't want to ask Jimmy. And why would Jimmy know? Why would Jimmy know? I don't know why. Is a turtle having sex with your head? No, it just sounds like it. What did you do to make that turtle panned, says Tigger. I didn't do anything. King Kong Dong, I love this turtle. Yeah, apparently 2:30 was the time when my chat learned about the new turtle sticker. Me as well. We all learned together. My chat it was elated. I horrified. Johnny's poor ear hole. Yeah, it's being audibly effed by a cartoon turtle. Teenage Ninja Horny Turtles. That is a very different show. April O'Neil better cover her freaking back door, if you know what I mean. That's, yep. Sandy Squatch also, again, remarkably sure that is the sound. No, it's not Turtle Love. It's a vaguely offensive sticker. Okay? We're going to be fine. What's up, Los Federales? Don't ask what's up, because apparently it's Turtle Cock, and I don't want it to be Turtle Cock. But it's Turtle Cocking all day all over here. I can't get away from it. It's kind of a problem. A really, really big problem. But we only have...
You've got a beautiful cock.
You got a beautiful cock, baby.
We only have 2.5 hours left. No, 2 hours, not 2.5. 2 hours left in the show. So we're going to be okay. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate Turtle Contraception Day. All right. So anyhow, yeah, our show's going for 2 more hours. So, maybe not with all of the turtle effing stickers. Now I need more bits, says Labglass. Apparently so. Labglass found out at the wrong time that there is a sticker that will turtle F my face, and now he feels left out. So I hope you all are proud of yourselves. This side? Why is my nose red on that side? My... I fucking hate you. Now we're close to a hype train. Holy crap, a golden Kappa hype train. Well, I don't know what that... We are 100 bits or a gifted sub away from a golden Kappa hype train. It's looking like Labglass and Nucleatic Gaming are the last two involved in this. So if anyone other than those two throws in, we kick off that hype train, which would be awesome. Holy shit, golden Kappa hype train. Yeah, St. Caesar, drop a gifted sub or maybe 100 bits on it. Just splash the pot a bit, and then everyone can get golden Kappa turtle cum stickers. Because Digger Los Federales, I thought the avatar was a face reveal. I didn't realize it was a Black Johnny reveal. What? That can't be.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Holy shit! That's not supposed to be a thing.
On the daisy line, mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver 10-2. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Can I open image in new tab? I I don't know where you got this picture, Los Federales. Hilarious, yes, but also, dude, how dare you? How dare you, sir? Where did you manage to make black me? I don't even see that turtle. I don't even know where you put that. Oh, he's down there. There's just a piece of him moving. Thank you for that. 78% of the way through level 1 of the hype train. It's a golden Kappa hype train, which I think means we unlock stuff. Lab Glass with the 100 bits. Thank you, sir. 84% of the way through the hype train. Means we have about 16% left to go, kicking over to level 2. Everything we get is just knocking our goal down even further, which is $30 on Tuesday, April 29th. So thank you very much for all of that. You guys are awesome. Sure can't wait for the fiscally responsible party back, even if they sell us out to the UN LOLs. I thought you voted yesterday and we're doing taxes today. Amazing Lab Glass. Damn, I missed the train, says MSO. No, the train just started, and the train is a bunch of panting turtles. So now is the time when our only choice is to fight. Tell me where that's a quote from.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right, so we missed St. Caesar's cowbell earlier with Alucard being in my lap. We missed a couple other people's cowbells. I have to do a level 1 burn. Thank you very, very much. Anonymous gifting a sub to Shogoth, Timmy the Penguin, gifting a sub to Curtis Versus. Thank you very much, and St. Caesar, all of you guys gifting to the community. Thank you so much for that support. It keeps this little program going. Cowbell coming in, hot and heavy. Oh wait, that's right. Bell, yeah. Forgot we had the new slogan. That was fun. I forgot who came up with it too. I am forgetful. Do Johnny's face with them turtle heads. I don't know if I want to do that. Bell, yeah, says Digger. Yeah, I don't remember who came up with that. I did. I am. Shush, Johnny. You're not the boss of me, says Digger. Yeah, not yet, but wait till, eventually. Give it time. Give it time. You can probably take orders pretty good. Ba-da-boom! Jimmy Jab. All it was Jimmy Jab. Thank you, Laglass. It was Jimmy Jab with the bell. Yeah, it was Jimmy Jab. Can't even believe I forgot. All right, Los Federales, I'm not going to... I'm not going to show it on the screen, but the Johnny K in full color picture... Boy, is that funny. I definitely need that in my life. I'm going to have to get a copy of it. Where is that? Here we are. Okay, so this is what we were talking about a second ago. We'll go to this while the hype train finishes out. They are hobby horsing the championships of 2023. I can't help but notice a distinct lack of dude. It seems like if you have your own stick already, you don't need one with a horse head on it. But these ladies, again, had to make do. Again, it's an inadvertent video full of crotch shots because these ladies are walking around with a fake horse between their legs. Oh... Versus the guys they're dating. LOL's Johnny getting turtle jizz chin. Kind of wild saffron. Woot woot. I'll smoke one in solidarity. My taxes are done, bitches. Congratulations. That would have been perfect if the turtle was on screen jerking it. Again, we different ideas of perfect. Just like the poles between their legs. Oh. If they would just get a career as a pole... MSO saying, Chrissy. I don't know if Chrissy's a hobby horse enthusiast. You'd have to ask her. She makes her hobby horse look just like her. Oh! Oh, whoa, Wilbur, that's not cool. Wait, you think these ladies are dating guys? No. No, they're not. No, they're not. If they're lucky, they're effing one, but they're not dating guys. I'm just saying, guys. Oh. Why do the heads have to bob up and down? Also, the horse looks way, way, way too small. And thirdly, if the horse should trip and you break your leg, do they have to put you down? Oh no! Oh no! Oh God! Oh God! I don't know where anyone would get the idea that this person is single, guys. Guys, do you think she's single? Do you think she's single? One, also, do you think she's even of age? Now that I paused it, you look remarkably young. What are you, 12? Like, no offense. Don't you have anything else you could be doing with your life? Hanging out with your friends, making horrible decisions, trying drugs for the first time? Oh, I don't know. Anything other than this? Was that a dude? Was that a dude? That might have been a dude or just a fat lady. Yeah, I need an upper shot. I can't tell. Look, she can hold it up with no hands and legs spread, Johnny. No, I'll say this. None of the ladies that I've seen so far can really pull that off. I take it back. We got one for just a second. We got one for just a second. I take it back. I said that we weren't seeing anyone. I swear that was a guy. This is really, really sad. This is really sad. You're just running and jumping over walls with a broomstick between your legs. It's really, really sad. Digger, hey, jumping that high is a young girl's job. Older ladies just can't play in this game. 90% look lesbo. Well, King Kong Dong, apparently they're also very, very young, and this is out of like Finland, so I guess with and there's another thing that Johnny can't do. Wow, wait, thanks for rubbing it in, dick. Oh. You should have to do this on all fours, and you should not be allowed to use your hands like hands. You're playing the role of a horse. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Now eat a carrot and fucking jump that thing. Again, it's the weird, like, it's the hobby horse dressage I don't understand. So not only do you have your hobby horses have to, hold on. Not only do you have your hobby horses, but your hobby horses also have to be able to just dance. You could just dance by yourself. Why do you need a fake horse to dance like nobody's looking? And quite frankly, if you dance like this with a fake horse, you should be dancing like nobody's looking, because nobody should be looking. To be fair, almost every story and video Johnny plays, he can't do. Oh, why did this turn into hate on Johnny Day? We were making fun of the ladies with the fake horses, and now it's suddenly pointing out that I'm a cripple? I guess that stick identifies as a horse. Well, at this point, it has to identify as a horse. Or it's going to make a really bad joke. I'm not going to do it now. You know why? You know why? Because I'm better than that. I am better than that. We had a hype train that ended in level 2 there somewhere. Thank you again for that level 2 hype train. Let's do that controlled burn that I've been waiting to do for a while. I've been sitting on this like I'm going to do it again and again and again. I should probably get to that. So again, thank you for all the support. We have an hour and 45 left in the program. Thank you for being here. If you're just joining in and you have no idea what's on the screen, this is called hobby horsing, and this is the championships of hobby horsing. Why? Yes, yes. Your fake horses have to stop at the shrub and eat, lest they get too hungry. I'm sorry. I gotta stop and feed old Priscilla here. She's just feeling peckish. Dude, she's a stuffed horse on the end of a broomstick. She'll be fine. You know what? Why don't you eat something? You look like you might need a little. You're looking a little thin there. Are you legit crying because your fake pony dance won you a fake medal at a fake horse award show? Are you breaking down into real tears for winning first place in a made-up competition with fake horses? Oh. Dude, if this is the crowning moment of your life, I got bad news for you. It's all downhill. This isn't even a high point. Oh my God, she is. She's broken up. She's broken up about that victory. Chevy JB saying, for some reason, they're all studs named Woody, right? And all of those ladies are single. Again, the only excusable people there are children. If you're a little tiny kid and you're having fun with your hobby horse hobby, or your horse hobby, it's just weird. Like no other animal. Like you don't see people running around like with fake cats pretending they're having a real cat adventure. You never see people walking fake dogs. You see them walking people who claim to be dogs. And I mean, yeah, they are kind of unattractive, but that's not the point. The point is horses are the only ones. Those are caution horses. What do you mean caution horses, Officer Krupke? What's a caution horse? I wonder if the horses use steroids. Apparently not. Those horses are all natural. All natural. Fuck me, I just realized they all look underage. They all look underage. I'd say at least half of them probably were. And the ones that weren't, you wouldn't want to anyway. So this is Johnny when he cries after standing up and not falling down. I do it all the time. Good for you. I don't, though. That's why it's a special moment for me, Saint Caesar. It's a special moment for me because I don't stand up all the time and not fall down. In fact, the other day I was crying because I stood up and then almost immediately fell down and banged my head. So I'll have you know, crying's just a natural for me. I do it on air. I do it off air. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I play programs. Can Black Johnny get an N pass? That is a good question, Los Federales. And again, I really need that picture. I'm black and I'm proud. That's just a fucking good photo. It doesn't even look like me. Oh, but it does at the same time. It's weird. It's weird. And it is a picture of me. It is a picture of me. It's just somehow the skin tone got darkened and nothing else about the photo did. Just out of place. It's out of place. All right. That was the hobby horse thing. The hobby horse thing, like I said, weird. I don't understand it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And you should feel very, very bad if you did that. Oh my dear Lord, how many videos do we have? We've got several videos of this. This is from yesterday, so you may have heard of it already. If not, we'll illuminate you. Nearly 300 passengers were evacuated from a Delta plane after an engine catches fire in Orlando. A wild scene out of Orlando where Delta Airlines Flight 1213 to Atlanta caught fire on the tarmac and passengers had to be evacuated to the emergency slides. Let's see if... All right, that doesn't look like a good shot. This looks like a way better shot. All right, so here's what we're talking about. What do you mean the plane caught fire? I meant the plane caught fire. Everybody's like, it's time to leave. I don't know if you guys know this or not. That's not standard airplane procedure. I like that they're playing it back slow-mo. It's like, whoa, hey, whoa, and now it just sounds like everyone's really drunk. I don't fucking see a problem at all. I'm not in Atlanta in 15 minutes to slap him. I'm gonna be pissed. Sir, you are a pilot. Get yourself together. Okay, so it just started on fire. It just started shooting flames out the side. And this is the video that we caught earlier that I skipped. Good. So the footage hits, or the smoke hits, the fire's catching. They pop the doors and run for your lives down the inflatey slide. You know, it ruined like weekends and vacations and things, but worth it for the slide, right? Worth it for the slide. When there's a crisis, you can always tell who those federales. And that wing is a gas tank. Right. Both wings are gas tanks. The fuel is on the wings, not in the middle. The weight in the middle is the people. So yeah, they got to ride the slide. They got through. It's getting more and more dangerous. The planes are catching fire before they leave the runway. I don't know why anyone would be worried to fly. There's nothing wrong with flying at all. Flying is completely fine. It's completely safe. America and air travel are two A's you can trust implicitly. I take that back. Neither of us. Los Federales, I can say that because I'm black, Johnny. You can make the claim that you're black. I don't actually know that you are. I mean, I'd have to take your word for it. I mean, I won't take your word for or against it. I don't really care. But a general rule of thumb now, like even if I know you in person and I know you're black, that's you saying it. Anybody who doesn't know you doesn't know that. Digger, yep, one more reason why I'm taking a train. Aw, come on. I'm sure trains spontaneously catch fire, too. Holy shit. Thank you for putting it into context. Sir, a lot of people worried with what's going on. Would you like to tell them, in your own words, could you describe the scene? Sir, just in your own words.
Get out. Holy fuck. Was that behind it? That's not the point.
Oh, never mind. I still missed the holy shit part. I didn't rewind it far enough. Oh, well, letting it go. That's it, Johnny. Now you are getting a new song about you loving horseplay and hating thin women. Well, only one of those things is true. Anyways, let's go ahead and clear that. Oh, that's right. I did say I would talk about this. And we're still in our second hour, by the way. We're coming up to the end of it. We have an hour and a half left in the program. So we get through with this content. We have our third hour content. We'll go through all of it. And then that'll be the day. That'll be a show. But should take us all the way till 4:30 with that. After all, we have plenty of things still to get into. In our third hour story, we have a bunch of stuff. We've got some stuff about a Manchester Lake District. We're going to be catching up on someone there. We've got Deadmau5 apologizing after getting blackout drunk at Coachella. Couple other things. There's a thing called bottle kicking. It was celebrated on Easter Monday, and I didn't know what that is. And then lady speeding to her wedding, just a couple different things. And we've got still to come the secret to the St. Louis Blues shocking turnaround in the world of hockey. Johnny has never flown. Nope, never flown. Never flown. Don't forget he also hates the blacks. Who does? Let's just ship Johnny via FedEx to Vancouver. I mean, it could work. If it could work, it would work, and I would do it. It would be worth it. Anyways, what? Go refill your water cup. You're thirsty. Anyhow, Tim Walz' daughter. We talked about earlier about the DA not prosecuting someone causing $20,000 in damages. Not really thrilled about that. And someone was accusing the person of being like one of Tim Walz's people. I have no information on that. I know nothing about that. So whether that accusation is accurate or not, I don't know. But Tim Walz's daughter wanted to specify about Killamar Abrego Garcia. Someone was discussing this Killamar Abrego Garcia thing with me, and they brought up somebody else because a name was dropped in one Newsweek article about a story that is supposedly, from what I can tell, 8 million times worse, but we have no follow-up on any of that. Why did that go nowhere and everyone's obsessed with this one dude? Because it seems like of all the people you could be obsessed with, Killamar Abrego Garcia might not be your patron saint to hold up for the wrongfully convicted, persecuted thing. It seems like wrong choice. I can't believe there's no others. But let's hear what Tim Walz' daughter. Let's go to X on this. For those of you who aren't aware, Tim Walz is the governor of Minnesota.
Jesus were...
And she is a natural citizen, pasty-ass white American who has no understanding about anything she is about to talk about. But she's going to tell you her understanding of the situation as fact because she's a white lady and assumes that that's what they get to do.
Alive today and in the United States, this administration would have already taken him and removed him from this country without due process.
Okay, I'm sick of the removed from this country without due process thing. They weren't let in with due process. That's the whole point. They kept bringing people in illegally. And again, the fucking boogeyman of, well, they're taking people who are citizens. Like, yeah, who? This lady got an email? Yeah, by the way, that went nowhere. Oh, this one guy lost his son? Yeah, I can't find any more information on that. It's weird. It's weird. One news outlet wrote a thing about that, and we've got nothing. And by the way, the article that news outlet wrote about that talks about Abrego Garcia the whole time. So again, I'm sorry. If you want to have a victim, it sounds like there are better ones to pick from, and this guy isn't one, but you're really telling me that if Jesus were alive today, he'd be a gang member accused of beating his wife and committing human trafficking charges. But hey, at least he spent the last 13 months in contact with INS, because that is literally the exact story of the person you're currently talking about.
Claimed he was a member of the MS-13 gang as a way to try to justify not giving him due process.
Claimed. Oh, I've got some bad news for you. Oh, have I got some bad news for you. His wife, who he beat, literally covers his pictures with emojis to cover up the gang tattoos on her Facebook posts. And that's not like she did that because the news started paying attention. No. She has been for quite a while to help hide the fact that he's a gang member in her Facebook post when, hey, daddy's playing with his daughter. She puts a little heart emoji over the tattoos on his hand because those are gang tattoos. I really, really have a problem with the people who had zero things to say about everyone under the sun just walking here. Like, how many times for the last 4 years did I play footage of people just walking into the country? Like, not like, oh, fill out the form, give us your name, your address, where can we reach you? No. I mean, like, lines of people just walking through the fence and us just having to sit there and go, yep, nope, the administration's cool with this, come on in. Like, so you can't suddenly say this administration is doing stuff without due process, because the last administration was importing boatloads of people without due process. In fact, the whole reason we have this too many people are getting exported without due process thing now is because the system was so overloaded by those people going forward. Almost as if a deliberate mindset, like either those people get to stay in charge and they start, bringing in people from other countries to help keep them elected in charge, or if the worst should happen and they fall out of power, it's such a huge fucking quagmire, you can just point to them and go, look, they're taking away people's rights. Like, are they though? Again, I keep hearing the boogeyman tales, but we always come back to this Abrego Garcia guy, which I'm tired of having to point out where the lies are. Who they accuse of being MS-13. No, that part is that it's documented, it's proven. He's got the tattoos from head to toe. He was arrested on human trafficking charges and forced to let go by the FBI. So you could say whatever you want, but as far as whether or not he is involved in an organization, it seems very, very clear he was up to some hinky stuff. Also, again, wife beater. So it's just this guy who is not exactly a model citizen in general, and we have to bend over backwards to get them. That's all fine. But to have the audacity. So let me get this straight, lady. You know so much about Jesus from your, again, white privileged upbringing. What happened to all these people who said, you're white, you're privileged, sit down, shut up? Remember when that was a thing? Remember when white males had to sit down and take a back seat? Why don't the ladies ever have to?
As if there is any justifiable reason to not giving somebody due process.
Put that on the immigrants again. There was no due process in the beginning. So why is it we have to give them due process now all of a sudden, and you have to act like if anybody goes through a process that you don't think is due process, you suddenly get to go, oh, well, boo-hoo. Why is it we have to, like, look at, vet, and go through every person case by case and sit here? Why is it if they've been, again, illegal immigrant, yes, check, and check. What due process do we need? They were here illegally. They'd been here for months illegally. They got removed and deported to the country of origin. They're not in the uber scary MS-13 drug gang prison that we were all told he was in. By his own admission, he's not in that situation, so he's just in that country. What due process does he need? Johnny is today White House Rosa Parks. Johnny is today's white Rosa Parks. He refuses to vacate his chair. I'm just sick of people like this. Dude, it's real easy for you to have this opinion. You know you're not going to suffer any of these consequences you're talking about. You don't live in the communities where these people were going in and taking advantage of stuff. You aren't affected by any of this, but you talk like you know better. Again, it's just another, and it's just such a fucking privileged white lady. Well, God would be like, really? I don't know if you know this or not, but God wouldn't be a big fan of you or your dad. Just saying.
But yeah, some people don't want to talk about that. It truly is baffling.
Some people don't want to talk about what? The fact that Jesus was not a gangbanger? So you're saying if Jesus were alive today, he'd be a gangbanger? Because no offense, the guy you're talking about was a gangbanger. I know that's not a term you like to use, but when you participate in criminal activities with a gang, that is a gangbanger. And by the way, it's not like it's questioned. It's documented, it's proven, literally caught in amidst gang activity, but was forced to be let go by the Biden administration FBI. It's not that we didn't have enough evidence to convict. It's that, again, we just said it's a lot easier if we don't prosecute because it makes us look bad. So, you know what? I can't even finish this. It's just so gross. I can't finish this video. Surprise, surprise. Tim Wall's daughter's even more of an annoying, full of piece than him. Stolen Valor's daughter wants to tell us how the world works. Yeah. And I'm sure you were at Tiananmen Square, too. Alrighty. So annoying. It's so annoying because everybody that's up in arms about this stuff, about the whole, like, how immigration and how ICE is doing things now, none of these people, not a single one of these people, one peep for the last 4 years while this problem was mounting. This is like a group of people watching a pot of water boil over and complaining to everyone else around the stove, oh, the water's boiling over. Well, no shit, asshole. You saw it boiling the whole time. You could have, I don't know, tamped it down. No. We got to be sensitive. Now the water's boiling over. Yeah, you created this problem. As a Latino, see, didn't you just say you were black, Los Federales? Didn't you say you were black, or was that King Kong Dong? I bet that was King Kong Dong that was saying they were black. I think that was King Kong Dong. As a Latino, I can say that all those who should never have been in the country to begin with, no one is against immigration. Just do it the legal way. Right. But that's the problem. When a lot of people, myself included, screamed for the last 3 or 4 years, we need to do something about all this illegal immigration. I was, societally speaking, I was on the side of people being told, well, you're just a privileged white American. You don't know what it's like to do. It's like, yeah, you can't just let people in without vetting who they are. Like, try that in your own home. Just let anybody in at any time of day without vetting who they are at all. Nobody would do that in their own home. The country is the same way. You can't just let people in without vetting who they are. And we had video after video. 4 years. For 4 years, we had videos of people just like, hey, where are you from? China, Zimbabwe, just all the colors of the rainbow, just walking through the, hey, we're all equal, come on in. And now you're surprised that the system is reacting to it. No, this is an overreach. Get me someone who, let's start with this. Get me with someone who's deported who wasn't an illegal immigrant. I will fucking wait. I will wait. Get me the American citizen who got deported. If it's an illegal immigrant, then I don't have a problem. Oh, well, my friends are worried. Are your friends illegal immigrants? Then they'll be fine. Again, show me the legal immigrant that we're deporting. All right, so we have the world's coolest cat. Let's do something different because, again, political shit sucks. That's why I kind of bailed on that fucking Wall's daughter story. I mean, seriously. Good God. Oh, man. Like, I wish I could just, like, pick up and move just because I dislike Walls that much. Just the blatant lying he's done, like, over his entire career. He couldn't amend his internet pages to reflect his accurate military record because he wasn't getting, nationwide criticism for being a stolen valor piece of shit, which, by the way, I, as someone who repeatedly gets accused of serving in the military, never have, not once, not for 5 seconds in my life. Never served, not even once. Not even served as a server in a restaurant. I was a chef. Anyhow, so, but like I said, it's one thing to do the stolen valor thing. I think you're an irredeemable piece of shit if you do the stolen valor thing. If you're a soldier who does the stolen valor thing, so wait a minute, what you did wasn't good enough, so you had to fillet your own ego and record to make you sound even cooler. All right, okay, cool. All right, cool. So it's just you never got your chance at action? Oh, no, you turned and ran the minute they asked you to. Oh, fuck that guy. I knew that was going to piss you off. It was, and it did. Man, you people from Minnesota are sure smart. No, we're not. And that's my point. That dumb chick should shut her mouth because she has no idea what she's talking about. And it's a completely improvable thing. According to her, if Jesus was alive today, he would be a member of MS-13 and be afraid of getting deported. I mean, forget the fact that if Jesus were alive today, he might have a lot more things to worry about than the state of affairs in America. Because I don't know if you know this or not, sweetie, Jesus wasn't American. If Jesus were alive today, he'd be in the Middle East. And he'd have a lot more problems to deal with. Namely, an entire country of people probably wanting him dead. Just saying. Actually, be an entire religion of people wanting him dead. If Jesus were alive today, he'd be fighting the Catholic Church because, oh boy, are they not in keeping with a lot of his ideals. Particularly that whole money thing. According to the teachings of Jesus, monetary value wasn't a big thing, but a lot of other people really wanted it to stay that way. Come to the UK, Johnny. We have Greg's, the best cheap food in the world. St. Caesar, where do you think the money to come to the UK is going to come from? One, the UK doesn't want me to show up. I need ramps. Secondly, this part's probably more important. I want to be somewhere sunny. Like, I'm a sunny guy. I, too, am a member of MS-13. Well, I am also Pool Scam Sam. MS-13 lesions. I have exactly 13 lesions. The church is a pyramid scheme. It is. And I'm just saying that's where that whole if God were alive today thing, I don't think if God were alive today, he would be Abreu Garcia. Because, again, I don't believe God would be okay with human trafficking and beating his wife. Two things Abreu Garcia is apparently okay with, according to his previous actions. So I have that, firstly. Secondly, I kind of feel like if God were alive today, like you said, he'd kind of have a thing against the whole Catholic Church pyramid scheme, you know, money being a path to Jesus. I feel like God would be a lot less concerned about the dude that came here illegally and then got shipped back to a prison for being a gang member. I feel like God would be a lot less concerned about that guy and would be a lot more concerned about the pastors who say, no, I'm locking the doors, and until I get $1,000 from each of you, they ain't opening, because paying your tithing is faith. Paying me money is faith. Like, yeah, no, it isn't. No, it is not, sir. I just feel like that would be a thing. Johnny would get arrested in England for the stuff that he said on the internet. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't last 5 minutes. I really wouldn't. And I have a problem with a lot of areas in England that are getting very much like, it's okay for people to come in here and wave machetes at children, but we can't call those people out. Like, I was like, I'm not okay with that either. So it might be an issue. Might be an issue overall. I appreciate the thought, though, St. Caesar, but Mr. Q's right. I probably wouldn't do well there. Let's see. I beat out of someone who thought I was one of my best friends for lying about his short time in the military, mainly for lying to my girlfriend at the time, but also for fabricating stories about his time overseas, which he never left the country. See, I regularly have to tell people I did not serve because they always assume that's nobody. You can't see multiple sclerosis, so they just assume military record, and it's like, nope, not even a little. So, yeah. I mean, I did think about it for one hot moment in time, but it never really went anywhere. I was going to follow my brother into the Army National Guard, and then the MS thing happened. I don't know if I would have followed through with that. If the MS thing didn't happen, maybe. I don't know. Then I would have been a, what was it? Like Oscar 11 Mike? Was that the designation for my MOS? I don't remember. I was going to be a firefighter and get paratrooper training. That way I could be a smoke jumper because I thought it was cool. Because I saw one movie with Howie Long and I'm like, that seems cool. What do you mean Johnny's a giant? Canada would also come banging on your door. What? Johnny would get arrested in England for the stuff he said on the internet. Canada would also come banging on your door. Well, I want it. Can one person from Canada come banging on my door? Can I bang on that person's door? Can I just bang that person? The military would have denied you. I mean, not with like MS withstanding. Why would the military have denied me, Eric W? Do I seem unstable? How do you know I got? Maybe I didn't start this way. Maybe I got here. Mr. Q at King Kong Down. Johnny is already in trouble in Canada for trying to get Digger out of the country. I'm just, to be honest, I'm just trying to. No, let's. Okay, so we have a video of a cat watching a storm cell. Let's go to that while we pull that up. We've got about an hour and 15 left in the show. So it's going to be a good time. We're going to finish through this. We still have all of our third-hour stories. The Punisher is getting his own spin-off series after Daredevil. If it's John Bernthal, then okay. It can be okay. I could be okay with that. I really need the political messaging in shows and videos and things to stop. Like, they're not even subtle anymore. The fucking, what is it, the Devil May Cry newest show that they did on Netflix. It's so obvious that the guy writing it, like, and the worst part is these people think like, I'm going to put my opinions in here. Nobody will realize. And no, it's you blatantly state it. And it just, ugh. That is one thing. I want that, like, that's one thing I need corrected about our society. We need to, as a society, go, no. The guy that made the Devil May Cry thing completely pissed on the source material. Anyone who thinks that Limp Bizkit is an adequate opening song for a Devil May Cry anime is literally pissing on the source material. You have no respect for what you're doing. Because of your MS. Well, right, Eric W., that's where the whole I didn't join, I had MS first thing kind of came up. That's why I was saying I don't know if I actually would have joined if I didn't have MS. Like, then that wouldn't have been the thing. I asked Elon Musk to see if we could launch Johnny in the egg chair to the space station. His reply was, I'll get back to you. Why do you want to launch me in the egg chair? And again, I didn't volunteer for any of this. Wild Saffron, you're having a weird time. We'd all be in jail in the UK. It's gone full fascist. I don't know about full fascist, but there is a very heavy level of fascism. Although countries like the UK, this is something people in the UK keep forgetting because it's been lax in other places. Freedom of speech isn't a thing over there. You're not allowed to speak your mind. But a lot of people were allowed to speak their mind for a while because the internet wasn't a thing. So you could say something and it didn't stay up forever because social media didn't exist. So then, back then, you said something crazy on a street corner and that's all it was. But now you say it crazy on a street corner a couple of times. Somebody films it. Then they put it on the internet. Then it goes viral. Now it goes nowhere and it's there forever. So, I mean, is it really? It would be cool to fly the egg chair to space. The egg chair is not space-worthy, sir. It's a fiberglass eggshell. It's not even light-proof. It's mildly opaque. Keep rolling. I hate you, Saint Caesar. That opening song, not having the original voice actor sucked, right? The voice actor they got from Johnny Young Bosch voiced another character in the series, but having him voice that one, okay, fine. It can work. But literally, throw your hand up. Whoop, whop, whop, whoop, whop, whop, whop. And it's like, no. It's not even Limp Bizkit's most rock-heavy song. It's one of their more rap-heavier songs, and it's not any good. And it's completely against the theme and the mood of it. You know what the Devil May Cry show is? It's somebody's personal political opinions shoved in with a whole bunch of eye candy from video games. They watched a whole bunch of clips of gameplay and they went, that character, that character, that character, that character, and that character. And we're going to wrap them around my narrative of America is a fascist Nazi state and women can do everything and dudes suck. Again, Ari Shakir or whatever his fucking name is, I hate him so bad for what he did to Devil May Cry. People kept saying, like, oh, he's going to ruin Devil May Cry. And I'm like, and they're like, yeah, but, Castlevania Nocturne. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty insufferable, but, nope. Yeah, he did. If those kids in that movie could fly a tilt-a-whirl chair into space, I think we could figure out the egg chair. I don't know if you noticed this or not. You gave yourself away in there, Rexstart parody. That was a movie. That was a movie. That was a movie with a kid that invented a fucking force field. We don't even have that level of technology or the kid because he grew up. He's not real. All right. So again, an hour and 15 left in the show. We have this footage of a cat. It's not very long. It's an 11-second clip. Did I just fucking nick myself? I did. Great. Now I'm bleeding. Okay. So, we have a cat. I watch my cat freak out every time a storm cell comes in the area. Thunder, lightning. He's under the bed. This cat apparently thought it was worth checking out. And I have to say, baller fucking pussycat. We don't apparently have any audio. Dude, it's strobing like crazy. It looks like there's a tornado. This is in some back roads country area, and the cat's just sitting out there checking it out. She's like, this looks pretty weird. If that gets over here, I'm dead, but screw it. Just hang out, check out the lovely weather. Fucking hey. It's a baller cat. All right. How are The Last of Us going to... I don't know. I haven't watched the first 2 seasons. I'll tell you this much. There's no third part in the game, and there won't be. Sony said it's dead. Yeah, the game got a lot of flack for some stuff, and I don't think they're going to do a thing. So they'll probably just take the show and just use it to push whatever narrative they want. We had a good thunderstorm last night, says Mr. Q. Hey, maybe that was your cat. I have no idea. But yeah, I did not care for the Devil May Cry reboot. That cat was pretty fucking awesome. Cat was pretty good. I am going to be honest. I'm kind of losing my mind for a bit because I'm still apparently bleeding. I nicked the back of my leg. I had a scab or something, and I must have nicked it with my thumb. and now I'm bleeding really, really badly. It's not like I'm in trouble, but it's just like if I stop holding the tissue to it, it's just gonna go nuts. It's now I have to kind of sit here. I will give Johnny a helmet and a turbine engine. I don't need either of those things. I have an egg chair. On the good news front, we are considering bringing the egg chair back into the show. However, if we bring the egg chair back into the show before we move the studio, if the egg chair does come back into the show at any point before we move the studio, there won't be a green screen behind it. It's just too much stuff to have here. It's too much stuff, so we can't do that. And for the people like, well, we like to, too bad. You can't have both. I want the egg chair. I want the green screen. Well, we have to pick. All right. Life is about choices. People are mad because something that happens in the game happened in the show. People are mad because of something that happens in the game happened in the show. I thought it was the other way around. Like it happened in the game first and then the show. It wasn't the other. It didn't happen in the show first and then go to the game. I thought everyone was mad because the second game she was an R-word victim. I thought that was everyone's big thing, is they were really upset that she was an R-word victim, and the whole second game is like her being pregnant and having that whole thing. If the egg chair is seaworthy, Johnny, what is the max horsepower rating for an outboard motor? It's not seaworthy. There's holes all over it, and it's not seaworthy. It's an egg chair. What up, crackers, says Angry Saxon. Green eggs, screen, and ham, says Magic 8 Ball. Well, no, you can't have the green. The egg is white, not green. The egg is white, not green. I have to hold on to one leg with holding a piece of tissue to it because I'm just bleeding like a fucking stuck pig, apparently. This is not okay. Put multiple motors on it. It doesn't even matter if it's seaworthy. If it goes fast enough, it'll get across the water. I don't think that's how that works. I don't believe that is how that works, Mr. Q. And again, what do you mean it'll get across the water? I don't want to get across the water. And if I do want to get across the water, I don't want to do it in my egg chair. I like my egg chair the way that it is, sitting upright as a fucking chair. My daughter's also pretty fond of the egg chair. Spoiler alert, she's been jumping in and out of that thing a lot. And I've been telling people, like, every time she does and it creaks, and I'm like, oh. We tightened up all the bolts. We did everything we could. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord. How do snowmobiles cross rivers? Snowmobiles don't cross rivers. They hydroplane. But again, the amount of speed you're going to need to hydroplane. So hear me out. Johnny dresses as a horse, does his wheelchair up like a carriage, and then Digger is the conductor? Oh my God, like, can I just stop bleeding, please? That's all I want. I just want to stop bleeding. All right. Wait a minute, if I'm dressed up like a horse and the wheelchair is dressed up like a carriage, I'm going to be sitting in the carriage. The horse doesn't normally sit in the carriage. I don't know how many horse and buggy rides you've seen or taken, but they don't sit in the carriage. They have to pull it. Pool Scab Sam, true Mr. Q team egg chair. No. Do not. There's no team egg chair. All right, we've got an hour left in the show. I've got my third hour stories I haven't even touched yet. We got plenty of things to do. There's no team egg chair. The egg chair, like I said, might be coming back because we've been cleaning and picking up and packing up and more space is becoming available. I tightened up and spiffied up the whole thing for Ivy for Easter, so I was kind of like, I could probably maybe throw that thing back into the mix. We'll see. Is there room in the egg chair to install an onboard motor? No, there is not. I think it would be cooler if we designed the egg chair into a helicopter. I think it would be cooler if we just left it as a chair. I mean, absolutely nobody is asking for this stuff, Mr. Q. And Pool Scam Sam. I appreciate the effort, the go-get-it attitude. It's certainly interesting, but we're not doing it. It's not a thing. We're not changing the egg chair. The egg chair is and always will be an egg chair. That's it. That is it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All right, let's close that up. I have an ad to rip on because TurboTax apparently did a TV ad, and I like ripping on ads. It's been, 5-6 days since everybody's taxes were due in this country, I think. So y'all should have your taxes done by now. Pool Scam Sam. Oh, we're doing it, Johnny. No, you're not. Not to my goddamn egg chair. I'll tell you that right now. Futon bidding will open up June 1st. No, it won't. No, it won't. Egg chair, tank. No. Egg chair, chair. Egg chair, chair. Futon, egg chair, chair. Both mine. They're not for sale. You can't have them. Too fucking bad. I will light them up in gasoline and burn them to the ground before I let you have them. Just to show these bitches I mean business. All right, so the Intuit tax commercial, TurboTax decided to put this ad out there, and I always hate ads. They get pushed onto you when you're watching different stuff. I can never go back and rip on them. Let's see what TurboTax thought would be a good ad for 2025. Beat your price commercial. What do you mean beat your price?
Taxes was paying the price.
Taxes was paying the price. Okay.
Every single year. Now taxes is TurboTax, beating your last tax pro's price. Switch to a TurboTax expert now.
We'll beat your last pro's price. Okay.
We'll beat your last tax pro's price.
What's so cringy about this ad? I got this on a link through this ad was cringy.
And get you the most money back, guaranteed.
Oh, that's what's cringy. Never in a million years.
Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
Okay, so switch to a TurboTax expert. What if they don't save you any money though? It just seems weird. I don't know. That whole thing. That I was promised that was supposed to be fucking really cringy. Other than the fact they went with the whole like, hey, look, it's a biracial couple because we have to force that narrative. Like it doesn't matter whether or not maybe she'd normally fall for that guy. I mean, he looks vastly not worthy of her league, but all right. Business process. Which one is this? Market subprime mortgages. I have no idea what this is, and I don't care. I really don't want to do this one, so we're gonna ditch that too. We're gonna ditch all of it and just go to the third hour. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Love having all you folks hanging out for the show. We are, again, going for one more hour, so thank you. Now, Rumble taking the lead. It was YouTube with the viewership lead early on. Now we've kind of switched hands over to Rumble, but we are breaking that the 60s there. Yeah, a little low for usual. It's the summer. It's got to be that summer slump sneaking up on us. Okay, I will leave the parent... oh, that was supposed to be the Toronto Uber driver story. That was not the one that it was supposed to be at all. Alrighty, well, we'll clear it off for there for now. Okay, we've got to grab these, and that will make our show complete. Oh boy, don't yawn, buddy. We gotta go for another hour. Oh, I got a sad story to tell you guys about. All right, and I bet we didn't get you. All right. Okay, so I got a couple of different things to get into. We'll have fun with some of them. Oh. Klaus Kleiber is saying, still no shaman. Man, I'm down. What do you mean still no shaman? Who's the shaman? You looking for a shaman? I don't. That guy doesn't have a wife. I mean, that's kind of my thought. He didn't look very... I don't know. The egg chair as Optimus Prime. Okay. No. Again, not a thing. Not a thing, sir. Not a thing. Don't be downed, Klaus. Get Radio Shaman. What do you want Radio Shaman for? Is Radio Shaman usually here? Was there supposed to be? He wants you to take down Jesse with him. What? Radio Shaman? I don't care. He wants you to take him down. Yeah, guys, let's load up and roll. Oh, you mean do shows on Jesse who? Jesse PS? Yeah. Here's an idea. Show up to his shows. Maybe you'll find him there. This is where I saw him last. You saw who? Radio Shaman? Again, who's take down Jesse? I assume you mean Jesse PS. Taking people down. I don't know, Klaus, Clever. I don't know if you know this or not. I'm not really a taking people down kind of guy. Like, overall, I'm just kind of a let's chill and talk about stuff guy. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know why Radio Shaman would want my help taking down. I don't take people down. And quite frankly, I think that sounds lame. All the more reason to not get involved. Well, it seems like a very weird thing that you want then. I'm sorry. Jesse broke his brain. I'm sorry that Jesse broke his brain. I have no control over any of these things, which is why I don't know why anyone would want me to be involved in rectifying something. And the weed ain't helping either. Okay, fair enough. Well, we have an hour left in the show, and the weed is totally helping. We've already had a hype train, so we're not doing another one of those. I might have to switch up to smoking a little bit on my own. Oh my God, we don't care about gay internet shit here. Fuck off. And yeah, Rusty Grammar, I feel like vastly amplifies my sentiment. More so even than I do myself on the internet drama shit. I'm not really an internet drama shit guy. I you know where the most internet drama I had, if I could think about it, the most would be the merch thing. And for those of you who don't know, I once what's a good way to word this? I once had a little emotional kerfuffle, breakdown, whatever, live on air because I couldn't get up and leave because of my stupid bum legs. And Mersh likes to take credit for it. And yeah, so long story short, that's it. That's where I decided I was done with drama. Good idea though, dabs away. I mean, yeah, I'm not a dab guy either. I don't hate dabs. I just don't give a shit. But that's just me. Anyways, let's go to this story quick. We'll rip it and read it. A walker injured in a Lake District fall tells mountain rescuers, "My dog pushed me." So does that mean, like, is the dog up on charges? Is this lady the dog? Because she looks like a collie. A walker was injured while falling from a steep Lake District crag. Told mountain rescuers his dog Benji pushed him. The man fell down very steep descent from Eagle Crag on Good Friday afternoon. He said he had gone to lift Benji down a steep step, but the dog pushed me, sending him tumbling down the hillside. Nice! Luckily, his fall was broken by a ledge. Well, it could have been worse. But he did suffer a gash to his head after being alerted by a passing walker. Volunteers from Keswick Mountain Rescue were called to help. So, again, did you put down the dog? Like, why are you pinning the whole thing on the dog? All right, if the dog tried to murder you, then we have something to talk about. If you're not going to pursue charges or justice on the dog, why put it on him? Why put it on him at all? Cord. A little dab will do you some magic. 98% of us are here to laugh and shit on idiots that make the news. Well, that's pretty much what I'm here to do. But like I said, I don't care if somebody wants to have a little moment to make themselves feel a little important. God knows I do that every fucking day. And I had no problem answering that. This is a stupid thing. It was a stupid idea. As the Wrong person to look to for that. How bad is this guy that his own dog is trying to kill him? Right? Man's best friend, and he tried to push you off a cliff. I mean, it would have meant his overall life ending, although I'm sure he's probably like, I'm cute. Somebody will pick me up, right? Not anymore. Not after this. This dog's going to have a record, all right? Everywhere they go, they're going to be like, this is the dog that tried to kill a guy. How do you trust that dog ever again? Every time you got a steak knife in your hand, just wondering how long until the dog grabs it and cuts your throat open. All right. Egg chairs. All right, we already did that. I wish I could fade those when they don't move so I can tell when they're still. Dead Mouse apologizing for blacking out during drunk Coachella set. Probably my last Coachella. Probably. I like that he didn't want to put the finality of this is going to be my last Coachella. If you're blacking out from drinking, I feel like it's time to hang it up. Dead Mouse returned to Coachella over the weekend to play the Quasar stage. That he's doing the Quaalude stage, man, on April 18th, but left the platform stumbling after enjoying one too many drinks. The Canadian DJ uploaded a series of Instagram posts to the following morning that included an apology for his behavior and the admission that Coachella 2025 would probably be his last. Dead Mouse, real name Joe Zimmerman, was on the lineup as his alter ego test pilot alongside electronic artist Zoo. The pair were scheduled to play for multiple hours at their performance ended abruptly after Dead Mouse was seen and heard taking shots, falling over behind the DJ booth, slurring his speech, and being escorted off stage. A video of the closing moments captured by Zoo and Dead Mouse awkwardly exiting the stage, with the latter yelling they were actually like, that's it. All right, I need this video. What do you mean, a video? This is the video? We go now live to Coachella from a couple of days ago.
Or actually, like, that's it. Good night. Thank you so much. Thank you to Zoo. Right here, the legend, the myth, the man, the legend.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, that guy, you know. Be safe. Good night.
I didn't realize that was Dead Mouse.
They were actually like, that's it. Good night. Thank you so much. Thank you to Zoo.
And at this point, everyone's like, it's a bit, right? It's a bit. He's just...
Be safe. Good night.
He just throws the mic, and now everybody's trying to take care of him. Somebody's holding on to him. He's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so fucking drunk right now. Dude, I'm sorry. Coachella seems like the biggest waste of time. All these people are pissed. They thought there was going to be... They thought there was going to be a couple hours more of music. Yeah, I don't... Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do you consider yourself spared or punished when Dead Mouse doesn't get to finish his set? I don't really know. I don't really know. But apparently, he was too trashed. Between Justin Bieber getting completely effed up and making an ass of himself, and now this clip of Dead Mouse. Can you guys, I don't know if you're performing artists, maybe kind of, I don't know, tone it down on the drugs till after? That's always kind of the way, wasn't that the, growing up, that seemed like that was the way it was. You got fucked up after you did the show. You did the show first, though. Or you were able to do the show completely fucked up. I could be wrong. You know what? Maybe it's from when my glasses got knocked off. No, that would have been this side, not that side. I'm wondering what the fuck happened to my nose. It's driving me crazy. Festival concerts seem like the worst kind, right? Because then when you're done, like, attending it, you got to go to your tent. You can hear the people next to you boning. You saw them the day before, and you realize both of those people are too, how shall we say, rotund to be boning so close to you. Because now you got to try and fall asleep, but you know he's plowing away at that beanbag, and you're just like, oh, no. Okay. That is enough of that, though. So that is Dead Mouse, obviously too drunk to perform. Probably his last Coachella, which I just Coachella in general seems stupid. I don't know why people go to that. I don't know why people do that, but it just seems dumb. And now that the artists are like, yeah, I probably can't go anymore, I kind of get way too up. It's like, yeah, maybe don't. Maybe don't. Might be time to hang it up a bit. Let it go. All right. We have 3 chats up. If you want to join the show, you can talk in any one of the 3 chats. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love seeing the numbers of all you guys on the 3 different channels. Let's see how we're doing. Rumble's still holding the lead. Oh, no. No, Rumble's staying strong, and YouTube coming from behind, topping them out. Holy damn. We're coming up on the numbers at the end of the show. That's always exciting. A few different things to do. The English Villages thing. Is this, do I have a video? Right? There's a video? Yes. Yes, the annual bottle kicking. Bottle kicking, I don't know what the annual bottle kicking 18th century Eastern tradition is, but apparently it was back in full swing this last Sunday. An annual bottle kicking continues 18th century Eastern tradition in Leicestershire. All right, before I begin, St. Caesar has a chance to tell me what the hell bottle kicking is and make it sound not lame and gay, but we're about to find out. Johnny's hair is reminiscent of after-sex hair. It is. I need to get it cut. Like, it's starting to get too long. I didn't do anything with it. It's been floppy all day today, and it just, yeah, I need to get it cut. It's too long. It needs to be shorter. It needs to be much, much shorter. It's just way, way too long. Festival concerts are better than regular concerts any day, says Sandy Squatch. I disagree. Having been to a festival concert, I say no. I say no. And me and Saxon on Twitch. There's a few people on Twitch. There's like 4 or 5. Yeah, all right. Well, nothing. Okay, so annual bottle kicking continues 18th century Eastern tradition in Leicestershire? Leicestershire? What is bottle kicking? Is it just rugby with a fucking keg? What is the tradition? Are you guys humping? Like, really, really? You're going to have gay sex very, very slowly. Like, again, what the heck are you guys doing? I have seen people stacked up like this before, but it was always a rugby match. And I don't even know, like, you threw a piece of garbage on the ground, and now you guys are fighting over it? Why are you so dressed up, yet everyone else is in T-shirts? It doesn't make sense. I like how he says it's pronounced, and he doesn't put the pronunciation. He just puts what looks like the spelling. Leicester. Leicestershire is Leicester. Well, that doesn't make any sense. There's a shire on the end of it. You can't ignore the shire, all right? You have to go back to the shire, St. Caesar. You cannot just walk out and ignore the shire. You have to pay attention to it. Dramatic Rescue, Don't Care, Don't Know, Fuck You All, Eastern UK. None of these are the ones that... I don't remember what was the thing that came up before that I was like, oh, I'm going to click that if it comes back up. But there's a weird thing with a raccoon. What's this about? Funniest animal videos ever. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're doing a show. We'll save funny, goofy animal videos for later. So apparently it was happening. Johnny likes have his gay sex very, very slow. He'd love being in the middle of that huddle, says Brian the Science. The Shire is silent, says Toastmaster. Yeah, after the ring wraiths come through town. It's a Tolkien joke. Tolkien or Tolkien? I don't fucking know. I just read the books. T. Jefferson, funny animal videos, where? Well, that's gone now. I clicked the link too late. I closed the link. We can't do it. We can't do it. But we We can get to the thing we've been teasing for a while. We better get to it. It's almost, the show's almost over. I have been saying that I know God dang it. What's the Oh shit. There we go. We know the reason that the what is it, the St. Louis Blues or whatever are doing so well. We have a clip of the player. We have a clip of the player responsible for St. Louis's rise to the last couple. And for those of you who don't know, St. Louis wasn't doing the greatest, and they have had, at the end of their season and the beginning of the playoffs, have had an amazing turnaround to the point at which people have started calling for investigations and wondering if there's something hinky happening. Well, I'm happy to say that our investigative reporting has found the culprit behind this situation. We take you now to our inside footage. Toll key in. Oh. That's right. It's Joe Boo. Joe Boo is helping the St. Louis, it's St. Louis Blues, right? I always get it weird. I always want to say Cardinal. The St. Louis Blues. I was right. The St. Louis Blues late season run into the playoffs is due entirely to Joe Boo. And you might think I'm joking. No, I'm not. Joe Boo. Oh, dude, later. I'm not subscribed for a reason. Fuck off. Joe Boo has an honorary spot in the locker room. They have an actual Joe Boo figurine from the movie, and they put him in the locker room, and ever since then they've been doing crazy. So again, all of the people wondering if there's like a voodoo ritual, I'm guessing it's for Joe Boo. The St. Louis Blues have been coming up a lot at the end of the season. Specifically, again, the team crediting their victory to Joe Boo. Mr. Q, no funny animal videos? Dang. We can't always do funny animal videos. 9 times out of 10, those compilations have someone else's voice on them, so it's really kind of a shitbag thing for me to do, to play somebody else's video reacting. And if I just mute it, then it's uncomfortable. I don't like doing silent videos. So that's why that's not a thing. I'm sorry. I am amazed nobody reacted to the Joe Boo thing. Like, not even a chat. I am surprised. I misread my audience. I thought that would be more of a bigger deal where people are like, holy shit, Joe Boo. Joe Boo! Like, Joe Boo was in Major League, which is a baseball movie. He was a fictional voodoo character in Major League. And now a hockey team has a Joe Boo action figure. Or statue, excuse me, same difference. I say that being someone who has several action figures. So, it's just, yeah. What the There's a cat hair for you. Alrighty. So again, we have got a little bit over 30 minutes left in the program. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, dude. Wow. Fuck nobody. Literally nothing. Fuck me. The Joe Boo thing was a bust. Bats need hats to stay warm. Right? Bats need hats. But it's just, again, I thought the Joe Boo thing would have been a bigger thing. I just thought it would have been bigger than that. Oh, boy. I got some pictures that'll make you want to cry. I've got some photos that'll make you sad. Where is this a video story? Yeah, no. We'll pause this. This is just a stupid ad. I got a story about a poor Japanese dude. All right, let's read this, and then I'll show you the pictures afterwards. Is that Pedro Serrano? It is Pedro Serrano. So you're telling me Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Apparently not. You need Joe Boo. You need Joe Boo for that shit. I don't joke about voodoo. Wild Saffron, I'm not joking about voodoo. I'm, in fact, proving the reality of voodoo because Jobu is making his voodoo work for the St. Louis Blues. So Jobu is giving people the Jobu Blues, if you want to call it that. All right, there we go. Caught up. Johnny, the Joe thing was funny, but nobody cares about stupid sport with a stupid flat ball that is impossible to track on the TV. Brian, it's not impossible to track on the TV. You know what it is? You're just too lazy. You know what? You put a little more effort in, you put a little more hustle, head on a swivel, you'll have it. All right? Eric W., but Serrano didn't do good until he told Joe Boo to golf. No, Serrano was doing great. And then the second season, he was relying on Joe Boo. And that was the thing. He had to let Joe Boo go. Joe Blue who, says Wild Saffron. No, Joe Boo. J-U-B-O, Joe Boo. You don't know Joe Boo? You don't know Joe Boo. All right. I really wish I had more water. I've gone through all my water. I have 30 minutes left. I'm trying to hold out without the water. God, it's difficult. Sandy Squatch, I don't recall Joe Boo. Do you recall Major League, Peyton Serrano, any of that stuff? Like, you'd be surprised. Anyways, Boo knows. Okay, so people like cars in this show, so I find a story like this. I usually think it's something worth talking about. We have this story. It's another rip and read. We'll get through that. We've got this. We've got the lady who was speeding to the wedding to report on, and then I've got a couple of other things to let's close this tab. I got a couple of things to talk about and play, and that'll kind of fill up our show. I don't know what your dream car is, but I imagine no matter what your dream car is, this is a nightmare for you, a nightmare scenario. All right, so a man buys a Ferrari after saving up for 10 years. It burns down in an hour. After saving up for 10 years to buy his dream car, a brand new Ferrari 458 Spider, a Japanese man had to sit by and watch it burn within an hour of driving it for the first time. Oh, you dick. I got pictures that I'll show you after this, too. Oh, dear Lord. Japanese social media has been abuzz with the sad story of Honkon, a young music producer who spent a fortune on his dream Ferrari sports car, only to watch it go up in flames the day he drove it for the first time. The 33-year-old recently took to X or Twitter to share the story of how he could only enjoy his dream Ferrari for a few minutes because it just caught fire while he was driving it on the Shuto Expressway in Tokyo on Wednesday, April 16th. Apparently, the 458 Spider had only just been delivered to him, and he was out on a test drive with it when he noticed the white smoke. At first, he thought it was coming from the car next to his, but as that vehicle pulled away, it became obvious the smoke was coming from the Ferrari. So he pulled over, exited the vehicle, and called the fire department, and spent the next 20 minutes watching his dream burn down almost completely. Oh, boy. I think I'm the only person in Japan to have experienced such trouble captioning the photo of the burning car. I spent 43 million yen, or $306,000, and all I got was this photo. Oh, boy. All right, open image, a new tab. Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 You dick. Get back up there. Doot. Oh, boy. Ooh. Oh. Was he insured? I sure hope so. I certainly hope so. I don't think you actually own those cars when you drive them like that, too. He better have full coverage on that. God probably saved his life. What are you talking about? Was it new or used? I have no idea. I'll tell you what it is now. Not drivable. That is not going anywhere. That car is a charcoal briquette, my friend. He should look at the bright side. Now he can use the photo to make a t-shirt. Well, I mean, that is one way of looking at it. Personally, I feel like I would be a little upset if all I've got is this picture and making a t-shirt. I want to know why the car burnt down. There is no information about that. Little burpee. I had some pickles and a sandwich for lunch, and I'm running out of water, and it's just a little hiccup thing. It's weird. But I, burped up a little bit of pickle taste in a minute there. Pickles are delicious. Anyways, I'm sure he called Rake from State Farm. Really, Fallen? I didn't even get that until I said State Farm, and then it clicked. You dick. All right. Hi, Digger, King Kong. Yes, SH, welcome to the show. Joining us kind of late. Pickle burps. Pickle burps are the shit. Pickle burps are the shit. I love pickles, and I don't care what anyone says. You can't stop me from loving my pickles. I love my goddamn pickles. I bet there's people who wish that was a Tesla. Actually, King Kong Dong, that's the problem. People wish that was a Tesla. Like, a Tesla burning down means anything to Elon Musk. Like, it changes anything about Elon Musk or the people in government. If you have a problem with these people being in government or with anything they're doing in government, and believe me, I understand. I was in your position for the last 4 years. I was staunchly opposed to the government of the last 4 years. Not because I don't side with them politically, just literally I didn't like how stupid they were. I didn't like all the crap they were blatantly doing and how it was effing people over and how it created several of the problems I now see coming to fruition now. So I just, again, I understand. But to burn down somebody's car, to key somebody else's car, especially when 9 times out of 10, that person has the same political viewpoints as you, just garbage. But yeah, as Lexi said, fire sale, half off. So he ordered the car in marshmallow white. What he got was 3/4 cooked s'more. So Johnny, that's what I want to know too. Did he not break it in properly and race it? Was there oil or something spilled on the engine that ignited? Why? Yeah, I want to know why the car burned. Ching. Lexi, yeah, we're having a good time. I hated them saying the quiet part out loud. I got a smoking deal for you. Well, I'll tell you this. This car is a hot commodity. Just goes to show you got to be careful who you buy your car from, lest you get burned. Let's see if we've got any more. Cracked manifold and a fuel line leak. Ooh, there's an idea. Cracked exhaust manifold and a fuel line leak. That'll do you. Or just any weird thing. 105 octane gas sure burns up quick, says Mr. Q. Yeah, and when you're driving a car that's a little more than a paperweight, yeah, it's going to go pretty fast. Not just speed-wise. All right, so that's one of the pictures. Where's the other one? Where's our other photo? Here's our other photo. Yeah, he just had to stand there. That's his car, his dream car, and it's just catching fire, and all you can do is stand there and wait for the fire department to show up. That's literally it. Wait for the effing fire department, buddy. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, man. So his dream car, fucking shit spill. It's out and it's gone. And it's gone. All right, there's the crazy clips. We've got We've got a couple of crazy clips. Let's see if we go back to the story. I think we covered everything, though. The Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department announced that there was no sign of collision on the Ferrari, but an investigation is still underway. It is believed that the fire started in the car's engine, but the reason remains unknown. While obviously sad about his misfortune, the producer of the Japanese idol group Chokorabi told his followers that he was glad to be alive because he was afraid the car was going to explode. Now, here's my question. Say they give you all your money back and everything. Do you get a new dream car? Or do you worry that they're all just waiting to turn into tinder boxes? T. Jefferson, sad. Yeah. Less than an hour. He drove that thing less than 60 minutes. Less than an hour. It's got new car smell. He hasn't put an ass crease into the seat yet. He hasn't even rubbed one out when no one was looking. You get a different car, says King Kong Dong. You get a different car, like different make, model, and everything, or you just get a new car? Like a minivan. No. I know firsthand from watching someone do it. You only buy a minivan when you're in a midlife crisis. And then you spiral out of it by making several worse decisions, ultimately ending in almost a life-ending moment of come to Jesus. And then you go there. There you go. Decepticons on a kamikaze mission. Who was the target? The driver or the street? Either way, I think both are currently fine, so we're going to have to chalk that one up as a failure, Lexi. I don't think if you're, no offense, if you're a hitman and that guy was your target, he survived. Kind of defeats the purpose. You see what it is they burned one down first to let him live, so that way he could develop a false sense of security around burning vehicles. No, I don't think that's a thing. I really don't think that is a thing. The car had seen Godzilla and shit himself. I don't know how that would be a thing. I feel like the car literally catching fire is not it shitting itself, but I've never heard of a car spontaneously combusting in the sight and presence of Godzilla. Not saying it doesn't happen, just saying I've never heard of it. And he's a ninja, duh, says Lexi. Now we're getting offensive. The guy was Japanese, not a ninja. You might as well said he was a samurai. All right. Do we have a story for this one? Or is it a rip and read? Oh, please. Oh, we got video. Okay, so a bride pulled over for speeding on the way to her wedding. Oh my God, really? The one day in your life you would think that you have planned to a T to not be late is your wedding day. I really feel like your wedding day, you should have gone through the whens, the wheres, the hows, and the whys, and covered all of them to the extent that for most of the day you're on site and you don't need to go anywhere. It seems really, really weird to be speeding on your way to her wedding. But we have a late bride pulled over in Florida for speeding on the way to her wedding. The police in Florida stopped a car that was traveling at 105 miles per hour, only to find a bride in the passenger seat on the way to her own wedding.
Whose wedding is it?
It's mine.
What time is it?
It's 2:30.
Where at?
In Florida, the courthouse.
Hey, you're already late.
It's at 2:30. It's in front of the courthouse? Yeah, you're already late. I got bad news for you. A wedding in front of the courthouse is not a wedding. That you're getting married. Oh, you said it, buddy. That's why you put marshmallows. See, that's why you put marshmallows above the heat, not directly in the fire. Exactly. Fawn, I was talking with someone else about this when it comes to s'mores. The charred marshmallow thing is a huge misnomer in the s'more world. People think like, oh, you got to burn the marshmallow. You got to have the ash on the marshmallow to get the crackly, fiery taste. No. No, you don't. You need to slow roast that marshmallow, properly caramelize the outside of it so that the inside is a gooey, soft, warm little nugget that's going to melt the chocolate. The chocolate and the graham cracker are going to give you more than enough of a smoky flavor that you will get from the marshmallow being heated in the fire. You don't need to burn the damn thing. Dude, I was born a month late. I will be late to everything, including my wedding, if I ever find some girl foolhardy enough to marry me. I mean, really? Deceptive title. I thought it said the bride was driving. Yeah, I did too. The bride was not driving. I don't, groom or dude
What
who's
time is it?
just stooping the wife.
Where at?
In Stewart at the courthouse.
Hey, you're already late.
We're trying to get here.
Just give me a minute. I'll let you take her, but I'm gonna give you a court date. It's a mandatory court appearance.
All right, I'm gonna let you take her, but I'm gonna give you a court date. Nice day for a black wedding. Oh, Magic 8-Ball. I was worried someone was gonna go there with that. Well, of course they're late. Oh, come on. Let's not be that way, please. I mean, it's really easy to do, but still. Spot on, Johnny. What? Spot on for what? Spot on for what? No idea what you're talking about. T. Jefferson, you'll make a tranny a nice husband someday. Why are you guys so mean to each other? It's a lovely day in the middle of the afternoon. God, I wish I were outside right now. Oh, Fallen the Great saying spot on, John. Yeah, dude, that's how you do. That's how you do fucking marshmallows. You hold that marshmallow over the fire. You rotate it so it gets evenly caramelized on all sides. You should have a golden brown texture. If you start approaching black, you've gone too far. And if you stick that thing in the fire so it just catches fire and burns instantly, you're horrible. Now you've got a shell of burnt marshmallow surrounded by a liquidy lining, then a nugget of solid marshmallow in the middle. It's gross and it's wrong. The marshmallow toasting is a delicate process and needs to be as golden as the graham cracker. No burnt marks, or it's ruined. Right? That's what I said. Be that way. Be what way? What's he saying? No, he's saying he's gonna fall in post-op. What? This audio's up all the way. Boop and boop boop.
It's mine.
What time is it?
It's 2:30.
Where at?
In Stewart at the courthouse.
Hey, you're already late.
We're trying to get here.
Just give me a minute. I'll let you take her, but I'm gonna give you a court date.
Yeah, I can't. It's the audio's too soft and too loud on his end. It's bad. It takes me 5 minutes to get a perfect mallow. Dude, it shouldn't take more than that, but yeah, it's something you can't rush. I burn my marshmallows till they look like a hockey puck, sir. P-U-C-K puck. And my wife and I are having a black wedding. Oh, cool. Maybe I'll be invited. That's just the cancer at Jefferson. That is so mean, Fallen the Great. I'm pretty sure it's just his skin tone. I always catch one marshmallow on fire and sacrifice it to the fire, says Wild Saffron. I maintain a constant, steady rotation so that the marshmallow burns evenly on all sides. A light caramelization to get you a golden brown or slightly dark brown tint to the marshmallow means you have adequately liquidized the inside of that thing. Done right, a marshmallow should just turn into liquid goo on those graham crackers. Brian, that's just wrong to that mallow. Yeah, I feel like it is. So you need an operation too. What's better than s'mores? Take a strawberry, dip it in marshmallow fluff, roast it, then drizzle chocolate syrup over it. So good, says Lexi. I'll be honest. I like taking bread, putting it in the toaster, and then taking the toast out of the toaster and putting Nutella on one piece and putting marshmallow fluff on the other and having what I call the s'more sandwich. It's pretty decent. It's the kind of thing where you got to buy the small containers of Nutella and the marshmallow fluff or you're going to become a fat fuck. But damn, it's good. My mallow shouldn't be as crispy as KFC. Right? There shouldn't be anything ashy in your mouth when you're eating the s'more. And I get like, oh, then you get to taste the fire. Then eat a fucking burning ember, you tard. Like, oh, you can taste the fire. You're going to get the fiery, flavory taste in everything, especially if it's melting properly. Heart attack in a sandwich. No, because Nutella is not chocolate, just kind of chocolatey flavored. The marshmallow fluff is marshmallow fluff. But again, it's not like you're eating it every day. Does nobody understand what a dessert is? Once in a while, a treat? I kind of am getting chubby though. Maybe I should not do any more heart attack sandwiches, as you call them. They're goddamn delicious is the problem. The problem is they taste too good. Like everything, I keep putting it in my mouth because it tastes good. All right, let's go ahead and clear that up. So yes, bride caught on camera going way too fast to get to her wedding, and I gotta say, I feel like if you can't show up on time, how committed are you? Lobotomy you, says Fall in the Grate. St. Caesar, I was going to say no dipping toast in the queso. Why the fuck? I don't, yeah, whatever. I have dessert every night, and it goes rift to my rolls, says King Kong Dong. Well, I don't. But every once in a while, I have a dessert sandwich, and I love those things. They used to have peanut butter cups with jelly in them, too. Used those for s'mores. Very good. With jelly in them? I don't know. So was so it was the peanut butter cup, the marshmallow, and the graham crackers? That's weird. Lexi, I don't do dessert, but I love dessert. Well, then, I'm telling you, if you've ever wanted to have a s'more, but you're not going to be able to get a fire going or whatever, any of that stuff, the s'more sandwich is a great fill for just like get the moment to pass. You know what's a heart attack? A stuffed crust meat feast pizza, 8 wings, 6 chicken strips, and 12 beers in one night. Yeah, nobody fucking asked. Yes, that's tasty, says SH. The s'more sandwich is tasty. But I think you're talking about the cups. Buddy, I told you. You can jump in my lap. Do you want to join me? You can come over here and join me. Your dog's not down here, man. You know why? Because it almost killed me. Come on. There. There isn't even any smoke near you. Come on, buddy. Well, jump on up here. Alcat, tell me about it. Yeah, dude, he's sad. I can't have that thing down here. And he doesn't know how to adjust. Come here, buddy. I don't even know what you want from me anymore. Okay, so we have 15 minutes in the show. I've got a couple of clips to get through, including this one here. I've heard about... I haven't watched any UFC. I imagine this is from a recent fight. Come on. Dude, I'm trying to hold the whole thing up for you here, buddy, but you got to do something. Come on, either jump up or don't. Alucard. Ugh. You little dick. Hey, everybody. He had to say hello again. It's your favorite cat. It's Alucard. Okay. Why is that cat being difficult? Why won't he come sit with you? Again, I have no idea why he's being difficult. I used to make little sandwiches of thin Hershey bars and peanut butter. So fattening, but so good, says SH. I went Gurmy because he's a cat. I mean, he is a cat. I like my marshmallows burnt on the outside and liquid in the middle, eaten straight off the stick. Sorry, not sorry. Digger, that is blasphemy. That is blasphemy. There we go. Yeah, we got the kitty. We got the kitty. And he's getting his ear scritches. He's getting his ear scritches and his chin scritches because we love our Alucard. Everybody loves Al. All right. Now, like I was saying, goddamn Canadian. It is weird. It is weird, I'll be honest. The marshmallows burnt on the outside, liquid in the middle, eaten straight off the stick. You're missing the whole point of the s'more and the whole way it works. It just, if I could say, it's very simple. Golden brown, liquid inside, melting the chocolate to the graham cracker with the caramelized, slightly scorched outside, giving you that nice little tinge of burn texture and flavor. That's how I usually go with it. I don't do s'mores often, though. Yeah, that's if you just eat the stick. If you just eat the marshmallow off the stick, burnt to a crisp, it's not a s'more. It's just a burnt marshmallow, and you can do that. But I bought peanut butter and sometimes caramel. I think he means put. I put peanut butter and sometimes caramel on my s'mores. That sounds gross. You don't have enough sugar in it already. And that's the whole reason you lightly toast the outside of the marshmallow to get the golden brown. That's caramelizing the outside of the marshmallow. That's why it's turning brown. It's the sugar caramelizing. No. Fuck the s'mores. All I need is the marshmallows, says Digger. That's a weird thing. Then you're just going to be left with a bunch of chocolate and granola at the end of that. Fuck the s'more. All I need is the marshmallows. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. They all probably like their steaks in shoe leather form. Who are we talking about? Them? Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Digger, do you like your steak overcooked or medium well or just rare like it should be? No, you all are dumb. You burn the outside to a crisp. You eat the charred layer, then put the liquid back into the fire to burn again, says Brian the Science. No. Good God, no. That's gross. That's so gross. It's such a making s'mores shouldn't be this hard. Medium rare. So yeah, you like your steaks medium rare, but you like your marshmallows well done? That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. Al, I don't understand these people. Particularly some of these ladies. You got to explain these guys to me, buddy. Nothing. Makes no sense. Anyways, burnt marshmallow people are serial killers, says King Kong Dong. I don't know about serial killers, but they do scare me. I do worry. I mean, I can overlook it. I can overlook it for the right burnt marshmallow person. But they do worry me. They legit worry me. Speaking of things that worry me, I don't watch UFC, MMA, like all that stuff. I don't watch that stuff. So I see a clip like this come across, and I got to be like, holy crap. So I don't know when this is from. But that looks like, if I'm not mistaken, that looks like Herb Dean back there. Isn't it? I think that's Herb Dean. All right, so this is a fight, I think, that happened last Saturday, but I could be wrong. This is being called a devastating combo. And if you think it's the punch being thrown right now, you'd be wrong. We'll just pull the audio down. So he throws a punch, it misses. Now this is where it gets bad. Johnny, you need some water for that Digger thirst. I know I do, and as soon as Digger gets here with a cup, we'll be good. Speaking of cups, when she goes live tomorrow, she might be able to show off her new cup. Let's go ahead and get back to this. So, all right, this dude threw a punch. It connected. Did not seem to phase the fighter in the blue trunks at all. He is now responding with one hit to the face. Okay. That looks like it did significantly more damage. Firstly, the first guy didn't turn or anything. He just ate it and kept on moving forward. This dude's head's already going the other way, so it seems like it's definitely more force there. Okay, body's off center. He's going backwards. Got a little stank arm action. Oh, mommy. Oh, I'm rewinding that. Oh. Okay, if you're listening and not watching, I'm giving you the blow-by-blow here. Black and white guy, a guy in the black and white trunks, significantly heavier-looking build, connects with a straight into the blue trunks' face. The guy in the blue trunks hits him with a punch, knocking him back, and watch his midsection. Watch his guts rearrange from what has to be one of the first... That first punch totally missed, Johnny. It did? Did it? Oh, you're right. It did miss. It got close, though. It got close, but you're right. It did totally miss. You are absolutely right, D. Jefferson. The first punch totally missed. So that's why it didn't phase him at all. That punch didn't miss, and this one ain't going to miss either. Oh, dude. I could see the fist coming out his spine. Dude, you are crapping blood tonight. Oh, that's got to be it, right? Like, you take one to the face, one to the gut, one to the face like that, you're done. You are definitely, holy shit. Oh my God. He's actually running away now. He is literally turning his back to you and going, no, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play anymore. Yeah, he felt the air on that punch, but no contact. So I take it back. If this guy had been able to connect with that punch, if he had been able to connect with that punch, he probably could have spared himself at least this round of it. Hey, I love putting Nutella on my nuts, and then I put them in a grinder to make a paste. It adds really good flavoring. I don't know what he means. All right, so that's him just falling down. So he just turned around and fell down after that. Oh my God. Dear Lord. All right. Joe Blue. Sometimes all you need is a toasty marshmallow. I mean, sometimes all you need is a toasty marshmallow. But if you're doing a s'more, and again, Digger, I would like to point out that was the discussion we were having, was s'more etiquette. All right? And apparently, there is no s'more etiquette for you because you don't believe in s'mores. You'll just sit there in the corner eating burning marshmallows like a crazy person, which is fine. Leaves more s'mores for me, especially trips with no parents. I have no idea. Oh, you mean camping trips. I feel like dishes while camping isn't that big a deal. I really feel like it's not that big a deal to do dishes while camping. It most of the places that I camped. Maybe it's because Minnesota has a lot of campgrounds and is very like camp friendly, and it's just everybody's got a little plot right there and water's always right by you. Like it's not a thing. In s'mores we trust. S'mores are the shit. I love s'mores. Digger is Canadian Satan. King Kong Dong, I don't agree at all. Headshot. Yes, indeed, Saint Aren. Yes, indeed. That kick to the face definitely finished that one out. It is 4:20. I got 10 minutes left in the program. So I gotta do my little celebratory thing that I'm missing out on. So let's do that, and then we will wrap up the last 10 minutes of the show. I got a couple more clips we can play, a couple more videos and stuff to watch and talk about. And then I have a clip that's an oldie but a goodie to end off on, which I honestly, I don't know how I felt about it originally, but now I'm going to say staged. Definitely staged. No, I just asked how you cooked your marshmallows, and you went all fancy with the s'more stuff. Hot dogs and marshmallows are all you need when camping. No, you also need buns, condiments, pickles, chips, tomatoes, relish, cheese. Liquor is always good. But I mean, you don't need it while you're camping. But if you have it, 220. Oh no. I love the army of people in my chat. It's 420, damn it. Like, really? Is it going to change your life that much if I don't burn one at 420? I'm sorry, but we'll be all right. Digger, oh, you're a glamper, eh? You can't carry all that into the bush with you. You got booze to carry in. Shaking my head. Oh. So you're not a real camper, huh? Can't carry much more than a backpack? I'll have you know I had to portage a canoe and a giant tent and more supplies than that in the Boundary Waters. It is not that I'm like, oh, you can only go glamping. No, glamping is very, very accessible. And in Minnesota, very, very doable. But, I mean, unless you're looking to go into the literal wild with nobody there around, like to start your own stuff, washing the dishes isn't that big a deal. And even then, still probably going to be fine. Johnny, you ever put truffle butter on your s'mores? No, actually, Los Federales, I'm going to be honest, I have not worked with truffle butter much, if at all, in my culinary career. I have not worked with truffle butter much, if at all. Los Federales, that's still one of my favorite winter treats. What's your Pouring maple syrup into the snow until it freezes. Then you get a nice icicle out of it. It is amazing. I've also heard that putting like brown sugar and caramels in the center of an apple that you've taken the core out of, like you core just the hole in the middle and you stuff them in there, wrap it in tin foil, and then like put it in a fire and then toss it into the snow. And I don't know. Johnny's prison pocket can hold a good amount of stash. Saint Laurent, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying a large sack. I haven't been camping since 2016 or 2017, and then I could only go for 2 nights. Used to go every year for a while, dude. Back in the day, I could camp quite extensively. And Digger, if you think I'm camping anywhere that isn't a glamping place at this point, you don't understand what the ADA means. What does that smoke suppressor smell like after a week? What, this one? Depends where you sniff. This end smells like, well, it doesn't really smell like anything. But if you go on this side, the exhale it into here, oh, that smells like weed and resin. That's what that smells like. So there you go. Digger, don't forget his princess pillow when you take him camping. Dude, I'm just saying, there aren't a whole lot of like rough bush camping sites that are wheelchair accessible. Okay? Let's be clear about that. Some of us are just destined to glamp for the rest of our lives. And you know what I did? Decided not to make a big thing about it. So you never used a solar shower, Johnny? No, I don't believe I used a solar shower. It was a bag, and it had a sprinkle nozzle. It was cold. You just, boom. T. Jefferson. Digger, don't forget his princess pillow. Yeah. Right next, Johnny's going to tell me he can't hike a couple of hours for the best spot, eh? No, I can't. I can't hike a couple of hours for the best spot. It has to be a rolling path. Digger, Johnny, please do yourself a favor and look up truffle butter in Urban Dictionary. I don't want to know. I assume you meant actual truffle butter. He's smelling holes, everybody. Get your ideas mentioned. Johnny, you and Digger should come up to Lake Itasca. We can drive you around the campgrounds with the golf cart. Well, can I just drive myself with the golf cart? Don't forget Johnny's pacifier either. Yeah, you don't want me crying in the middle of the night. I need my baba. Digger 420. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Bishop, easy. Hey, that's my Digger. You leave my Digger alone. All right. Here's it. We got you done. And okay, so that's the old school one. Yeah, just a couple of videos that we have here. Hey, beautiful, good to see you. T. Jefferson, she's gonna get you the 4x4 upgrade for your wheels. I honestly, like if I had like a little Trackmaster and I could just roll around like on the bottom half of Johnny 5, I'd be fucking awesome. That'd be great. Yes, Digger has to walk across the Mississippi River. Why? He won't let me put spinners on the wheelchair either. Well, that's just because, I mean, I don't want people to feel like I'm flossing. So we've got 2 videos left. They're very, very short videos. We're going to get to them really quick, burn them out, and move. Are we doing a Just Kidding LLC camping trip? I mean, no. But, like, if Digger's there, I wouldn't be opposed. All right, let's go ahead and get to this. This is one of those dating shows, I'm guessing. This dude just turned her down. And, you know, when you are a lady who thinks of yourself as a very beautiful woman and you get turned down by a dude that looks shockingly mid, you're obviously going to take that well. Dude, you're throwing food. What are you, a child? You're a bitch. Stop. I forgot to do it. I had the audio down. You couldn't hear. You're a bitch. She spilled the champagne on him. And he's like, all right, this is over. This Kanye-looking motherfucker. You did you a favor.
Stop. Bitch. I told you stop. You're a bitch.
You're about to go to a Diddy party. Oh. Again, like, you're a bit, like, okay, that you're really going to regret kicking her to the curb after she throws food at you and tries to kick your ass. It's a TV show.
Stop.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Digger, I'm in a Digger. Aw, well, isn't he just Captain Killjoy? I know, right? Shaking my head. He's lucky he's funny. That's supposed to be Integra. Can you believe this shit? I don't deserve this crap. What's all this about? I'm damn funny and I'm an awesome time. And you should be ashamed. That glass didn't smash. They expected them to be tossed by someone. Yeah, dude, those are totally plastic. Those are totally plastic glasses. Oh, can we go tubing? Johnny doesn't need his legs for river tubing. Well, yeah, but I also has a lot of. What did he do to piss her off? He broke up with her, or he like told her that they were done, or that they were done dating. I don't know. I just know that she felt jilted, and that was how she responded, with pushing and shoving and throwing things at people. It's not effective communication. If you can't speak verbally, there are nonverbal communication signs you can use. We have a video here of a master of nonverbal communication, and many of you may have seen this video. If you've not, I simply point out to you, this is someone who knows how to appropriately communicate nonverbally. We're going to play this video, and then we're going to go ahead and head out. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time with me and the lovely Digger 420. All of the funding we've made today on Twitch is going to kick that goal next week down even further, so thank you so much for helping with that. It doesn't look like we have any chats or anything to get to from the Venmo and the PayPal. Let's double check quick before we head over so I don't forget anybody. Nobody there. And seems like we're good there too. All right, well, then we will play this out, and we'll see you guys in the morrow. God, that sounds lame.
C'est la 2. Oui, alors, attendez, parce que je mets... Attendez, parce qu'il y a mon aide-soignant qui est pas... Est-ce que vous pouvez m'aider? Ouais, voilà. Parce que c'est le... Je vais essayer. Ouais. Non, ah, non, visiblement, ça ne marche pas. Attendez. C'est la 2. Oui, alors, attendez, parce que je mets... Attendez, parce qu'il y a mon aide-soignant qui est pas... Est-ce que vous pouvez m'aider? Ouais, voilà. Parce que c'est le... Je vais essayer. Ouais. Non, ah, non, visiblement, ça ne marche pas. Attendez. C'est la 2.
Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck is fucking... How did you do fucking... Fuck!
The goddamn robot's done!
There's a little squirrel over there. He's just laughing at me. Imagine that.
Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
All the gay people in LA. I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform.